And now it's time to encounter Barry Devlin's creation, Paolo Baldi, a Franciscan priest and lecturer who becomes involved in solving murders in and around Dublin. Starring David Threlfall as the hero and Tina Kelleher as the long-suffering Inspector Tina Mahan. Mrs. Reed by Margaret Darcy.
Hello, this is Inspector Tina Mahan. What can I do for you?
My name is Charles Davis. There's someone threatening to kill me.
Who's threatening to kill you?
That I don't know.
Mr. Davis, wasting police time is an offence.
No, this is real. I've seen the threat, sure enough.
Where?
In a crossword clue.
In a crossword clue?
In the labyrinth crossword in this week's Conundrum.
Conundrum?
It's a puzzle magazine. Have you not heard of it?
No. Mr. Davis, where are you calling from?
The university. I work here at the university. There's someone coming. I must ring off.
Academics.
So, why are you showing it to me, Tina?
The man sounds a nutter. He works at the university.
Oh, well, that's flattering, thank you.
So, do you know this Charles Davis?
Yeah, I know the name. Have you tried to contact him since he called you?
Yes. No one knows where he is.
Which could, I suppose, mean that his fears were justified.
Could. On the other hand, I get the impression he's quite eccentric. Lives on his own. Often disappears without telling any one of his colleagues where he's gone.
Well, another possibility is that he's in hiding, lying low from the person who threatened him.
Yet another possibility is the first one I mentioned. That he's a complete nutter. And the answer to all of these possibilities apparently lies here.
Yes, yes, Conundrum.
It's a puzzle magazine, apparently.
Well, puzzle magazine might be a trifle misleading. It's way beyond join the dots and word searches, you know.
But you know it.
Yes, I once even met the editor. Before she was the editor, actually. A young secretary then, but clearly going places. Bright, ambitious lady called Brenda Johnson. But this magazine is a dangerous time waster to have on your desk if you like verbal puzzles and mind games.
I think I'd be safe, Paolo. I flicked through it and I could understand a word. Least of all the labyrinth crossword. Can you do it?
The odd clue. I've never completed it. Not very good with anagrams. I'm always more concerned with the reverberations of words and their components.
What?
Sorry, I was talking semiotics.
Paolo, there's something I've often wanted to ask you. Are you actually on this planet?
And I still worry that the study of semiotics could be occupying too much of your mind. Yes. You need a more concentratedly religious focus on... Oh, Paolo. What is it that's so fascinating in the tomb you're staring at?
I'm sorry, Father Troy. I was just looking at the inscription.
Oh?
Gloria in excelsis Deo. You know, it's as if I'm seeing those words for the first time.
Now, this is one of the wonders of faith, Paolo. You see words, you can hear words that you've known all your life, and suddenly you find in them a new depth, a new dimension, something with a private meaning for yourself. And that's one of God's many means of communication with us. So come on, tell me, what is the new message you are getting from Gloria in excelsis Deo?
Well, I'm getting... good sex.
I beg your pardon?
Gloria in excelsis Deo contains the letters that make up good sex.
Paolo, it does too. Now, what else can you get? 19 letters in all. Good sex takes up 7 of them. Now, can we get call girl out of it?
No, Direttore, we've only got 2 L's to play with.
Yes, you're right. Dirge. We can get dirge.
Only if we lose the D out of good sex. We've only got the one D.
Ah, yes.
But do we actually want good sex?
Let's hang on to it for the time being. You see, you always get the feeling there should be a perfect sentence, don't you? Mm-hmm. I didn't know you were interested in anagrams, Paolo.
Oh, I have no aptitude for them, but I feel I should work on it. Should be a natural development for someone in semiotics.
You could get the word liar out of it, you know.
I didn't actually know, Direttore, that you were interested in anagrams.
And why shouldn't I be? It's a natural development for someone with my training. Turning words inside out and making them mean something else. I am, in spite of my calling, a Jesuit, you know.
Of course.
Still, now I know that you're a fellow enthusiast, Paolo, I must introduce you to the Anagrammatists Club.
Oh, there's an Anagrammatists Club here in Dublin.
And where else should there be such a thing? The home of James Joyce. A man who treated the English language like an adventure playground. Of course there's an Anagrammatists Club here in Dublin. And what's more, I'll take you along to a meeting there. Would you like that?
Very much, Father. I think...
Silence.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you did ask me a question.
No, silence. We can get silence out of Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Ah.
And yes, I think I've got it.
The perfect anagram for Gloria in excelsis Deo?
Exactly. I, silence, good sex, liar.
Inspector, it's Charles Davis again.
Where are you? I've been trying to contact you.
I'm somewhere safe at the moment.
And do you still have these fantasies that someone's trying to kill you?
They're not fantasies. They're real enough. I do need to talk to you.
We're talking now.
I mean, talk to you in person. Could you be in my office at the university at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon?
I'm sorry again, Inspector. Miss Johnson won't be very long now. It's the weekly editorial conference.
So you said, Iris. Thank you.
Miss Johnson hates to be interrupted, but I could break in on them.
Oh, no, really, that's not necessary. I'll wait.
They wouldn't mind, not if it was me who went in. Miss Johnson's never lost her temper with me. I do have a kind of privileged position round this office. I'm past the official retirement age, but, you know, the magazine just can't do without me.
I'm sure it can't.
I always wanted to work on Conundrum.
Right, we're finished. Could you bring the inspector through, please, Iris?
Yes, Miss Johnson?
And a magazine like Conundrum generates huge correspondence, so I do come into contact with a lot of the individual enthusiasts.
And have you come across one called Charles Davis?
Yes, I have indeed. He used to work here before he became a full-time academic.
Your intonation, Brenda, suggests that he's...
Eccentric, I think, would be the generous word.
So if I were to tell you he thinks there's some personal reference to him in the current labyrinth crossword...
I would be completely unsurprised. I was his secretary at one stage, and he was paranoid to the point of...
Here's your coffee.
Ah, thank you, Iris. With someone like Charles Davies, well, a lifetime of anagrams can have a deleterious effect on the human brain.
Has it affected you?
No, I've been too busy to let it. I worked my way up through the typing pool. A woman can do any job a man can do. It just takes her longer to get there.
That's so true.
Anyway, although of course I can do the puzzles, my real skills are in management. I just ensure that I employ people who have got that peculiar kind of brain.
Like me, I can always finish the labyrinth crossword.
Which saves me a lot of time. I have a busy schedule, so I get Iris to check the clues every week when it comes in to see that they're fair.
And not too easy.
And then you check them out afterwards, do you?
Of course I do.
And then
You can actually go, Iris. I'm talking to the inspector.
Yes. Yes, of course, Miss Johnson.
The number of times I've tried to get her to call me Brenda. Oh, she used to when we were colleagues, but now that I'm her boss... Still, she'll be retiring soon. I'm sorry, Inspector, I do have another meeting shortly, with yet more self-satisfied men, I'm afraid. So if there's anything else I can tell you about Charles Davis?
I'm not sure that there is. I'll be talking to him myself anyway. But if you could tell me who actually sets the conundrum crossword, that might be useful.
Yes, of course, Inspector. For the past few years, they've all been set by the same person.
According to the rules of the Anagrammatists Club, Father Baldi, all guests have to offer us an anagram on arrival.
Yes, Father Troy told me that.
Not Father Troy. Harry Fetto. That's what I'm known as here. Harry Fetto.
Right.
So, Father, what have you got for us by way of an introductory anagram?
Well, I wish I could claim it was my own, but it was told me many years ago by a Franciscan friar with a love for the works of Shakespeare. And it's an anagram of to be or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Well, I apologise to those of you who already know it.
So, what's the anagram?
In one of the bard's best thought of tragedies, our insistent hero Hamlet queries on two fronts about how life turns rotten.
That's very familiar it may be, but it certainly makes you welcome to the Anagrammatist Club, Father Paolo Baldi.
Well, thank you, thank you.
And now, let joy be unconfined as we devote ourselves to kissing under posting fins.
No, I'm sorry you've lost me there.
Oh, come on, Paolo. Keep up. Kissing under posting fin is obviously
nothing to me.
Drinking pints of Guinness.
Oh, of course.
Let me introduce you to some of my fellow members. Kieran.
Harry Fetto.
I'd like to introduce you to my guest, Paolo Baldi. This is Dale Clerickson.
Well, if you don't mind, I don't think I can cope with the anagrams. I know you as Kieran Driscoll.
Yes.
We met once with one of my students.
Always a pleasure to meet new people. Must confess, I had heard your Macbeth anagram.
I think you mean Hamlet, yes, Kieran?
Ah, yes, of course. Hamlet.
Kieran is a very distinguished crossword setter, Paolo.
Yes, I know that. We met when I was
He's
one of my students.
combined crosswords from most of the major papers and magazines in his time.
Oh, you must have caused many brains a lot of anguish over the years, Kieran.
Anguish, eh? Did you know that anguish is an anagram of horsing with an R, of course?
What does horsing with an R mean?
Oh, it doesn't mean anything. It's just an anagram of anguish.
Right.
So's unigash, and that doesn't mean anything either.
But, Thomas, will you come and meet my guest?
Hello there, Harry Fetto.
This is History Teeman.
Oh, please, I'm only beginning with the anagrams.
Oh, you spoil sport. All right, this is Thomas Tierney, one of our younger members.
Yes.
Paolo Baldi.
Pleasure to meet you.
And you, an honour to be at the Anagrammatist Club.
Certainly is. Very exclusive we are.
Oh, yes.
New members are elected by secret ballot, and of course we don't allow in any Nemo.
No.
Nemo.
Women backwards.
Oh, yes, of course.
There was a proposal at last year's AGM to include lady members, and I'm glad to say I marshalled the troops to kick it out.
You did too. Yes.
We don't want women in the Anagrammatist Club. Any woman. Brenda Johnson thought just because she's editor of Conundrum, we should make an exception for her. But we stuck to our guns.
Yes.
And she was spitting blood about it. Dangerous things, feminists. Hate to be thwarted. Mind you, Father Baldi, if you were keen on becoming a member, any friend of Harry Fetto.
Yes, Paolo, we could fast-track you.
Oh, I'm not sure that I'm really
Are you not
quite
interested
ready.
in words, then?
Oh, yes, deeply interested. But not so much in anagrams as in their levels of meanings. The signals words give out. I'm a semioticist.
But anagrams involve meanings too, and they're so much more fun. I mean, why would you want to be a semioticist?
'Cause it is time.
What?
Excellent,
Paolo.
I'm sorry, you've lost me. What is this?
'Cause it is time.
is an anagram of semioticist.
Paolo Baldi?
It's me. I'm calling from Charles Davis's room. He's been shot dead,
What?
and there's a completed copy of this week's Labyrinth crossword on his desk.
So it's this week's Labyrinth we're looking at, is it?
Yes, have you done it yet?
No. I've been rather busy. Haven't had a chance to look at the thing.
Well, hidden in this, there's something that made Charles Davis believe someone wanted to kill him. An ambition, incidentally, which that someone managed to achieve.
I heard. Terrible business.
Well, I've looked through, but I'm not sufficient of an expert.
No, of course you're not, Paolo. Well, there's your death threat, I suppose.
Where?
8 across.
Ecstasy things shined in apocalyptic warning. 3324. No, you see, I'm sorry, I haven't a clue.
Ah, but you do have a clue. That's the whole point. It's just that you can't solve it.
Very well. So, what is it?
Anagram. In crosswords, ecstasy is often the drug, therefore, E. And an anagram of E thing shined is the end is nigh.
Ah. But why did Charles Davis think that the apocalyptic warning was meant for him?
Give me a minute and I'll... Oh, look. There it is. Directly beneath the end is nigh.
Benevolent Shared Lives account in Alcott book 4 and 5. Ah, now I think I might get this one. Alcott makes me think Louisa May Alcott. Little Women. Oh no, that'll be 6 and 5. Good Wives. Yes, that's it. Benevolent Shared Lives is Good Wives.
That's the answer, yes.
And isn't it the answer I'm looking for?
No, Paolo. In this case, not. Look, in crosswords, account is very often represented by the abbreviation AC. So if account is AC, then you get Shared Lives AC. And what do you think that might be an anagram of?
Well, I'm not sure. Oh no. Charles Davis.
Exactly.
Come on, Paolo. Nobody in their right mind would set up something as complicated as this.
Well, who said we're talking about someone in their right mind? Look, it definitely is an anagram of Charles Davis.
Yes.
And it was certainly enough to get Charles Davis himself frightened.
Yes.
And do you at this moment have any other particularly fruitful line of investigation?
No.
So I'd have thought the next port of call would be the person who set this particular labyrinth crossword. Maybe we should go and see Brenda Johnson and ask her.
No need. I've done that, Paolo. I do actually have a brain, you know.
I've never doubted it.
For the last 12 years, the labyrinth crossword has been set with the same person. His name's Kieran Driscoll.
No, that can't be true.
Why not?
Well, I've met him recently. He's virtually senile. He wouldn't have the mental capacity to produce something as complex as the labyrinth.
I would assume, as editor of Conundrum, Brenda Johnson knows who sets the crossword every week.
Yes.
Well, ask her if you don't believe me. You said you'd met her.
Perhaps I will have a word. Meanwhile, what will you be doing?
I suppose I'll have to go and see this Kieran Driscoll, don't I?
Yes, Tina. I don't really think you have much alternative.
And you know him?
I met him a long time ago, and at this, it was at this anagrammatist club meeting.
Maybe you better come with me to make the introduction. I don't want to frighten the old boy to death.
Well, what would my role be in relationship to the Gardaí?
Whatever you fancy.
I could come as a semioticist.
Fine.
'Cause it is time.
What are you on about, Paolo?
Good morning. Miss Johnson's office.
Good morning. Could I speak to her, please?
Who's calling?
My name is Paolo Baldi.
I'm afraid Miss Johnson is not in the office at the moment.
Oh, do you know when she'll be back?
I'm sorry, I don't. Miss Johnson does not always confide in me as to where she's going, and she has been out of the office rather a lot recently.
Ah.
My name's Iris, by the way, and if your query is something connected with Conundrum magazine, I would probably be able to answer it for you.
Oh, right. Well, I'll ask you then if that's all right. I want to know who sets the labyrinth crossword.
I have to be careful to whom I give that information.
Oh, right. Well, you see, I'm a friend of Tina Mann, Inspector Mann of the Gardaí, and she was apparently told that the labyrinth was still set every week by Kieran Driscoll, which, you know, with the best will in the world, I can't really...
Your friend was correctly informed.
Oh.
The labyrinth crossword is delivered every week from Kieran Driscoll, who has been setting it for more than 12 years.
Does he deliver it himself?
No, a friend of his brings it in.
Oh, right, but...
Thank you very much for your call. Good morning, Mr. Baldi.
Come in. Come in, come in. I'm sure I can find you somewhere to sit.
Thank you, Mr. Driscoll.
Then make yourselves comfortable. Now, would you be wanting some tea? I do have some tea, I think. There was certainly some at Christmas. It'd be in a caddy somewhere.
No, thanks.
No tea for me either.
It's a wonderful word, tea. Anagram of et, of course, and ate, the Greek god of mischief.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Driscoll. We are actually here to talk about the labyrinth crossword.
Of course, my dear young lady. You said you were an inspector now, isn't that right?
Yes, I did.
Well, I haven't had any trouble with the drains for a long time, so I suppose this is just a routine thing, is it?
I'm an inspector from the Gardaí.
And we're here following the death of Charles Davies.
Ah, Charles Davies. Silly man. No real intellect. Think we're well shot of him, or should I say, he was well shot.
The fact is, Mr. Driscoll, that Charles Davies believed he was threatened by some of the clues in the labyrinth crossword.
Well, the clues are meant to be threatening, particularly to a minor intellect like Charles Davies.
Mr. Driscoll, you do actually set the labyrinth crosswords, don't you?
Of course I do. Have done for over 12 years. It's one of the most esteemed jobs in the world of cruciverbalists, you know. Setting the labyrinth, passed from compiler to compiler, like the Holy Grail.
And does actually setting the crosswords take you a long time?
Now that's funny. They used to. Used to be hard put to it to meet the weekly deadline. Now it's got a lot simpler. I just concentrate, and there it is, a whole labyrinth done.
And apparently, a friend of yours delivers them to the conundrum office every week.
That's true. Soon as it's finished, off it goes. One went off 3 days ago, be published in today's edition of Conundrum.
Is it possible you might have a spare copy of that crossword, Mr. Driscoll?
Yes, I believe I do.
Might I borrow that?
Don't see why not.
Oh, very clever. One across. The Midsummer Night's Dream clue.
Yes, I was particularly pleased with that.
Mr. Driscoll, could I ask who your friend is? The one who delivers the labyrinth crossword to the conundrum offices.
A young fellow called Thomas Tierney.
And he doesn't have any input into the actual crossword?
Huh?
He doesn't help you out?
No, he certainly does not. I've been setting them for 12 years. It's almost instinctive now, you know. Actually, instinctive is a very good word for lovers of Van Gogh. Oh, yes, it's an anagram of "'Tis I."
A few clues short of the full crossword, I'd say.
He certainly is. But that may not mean he's no longer capable of setting them. One thing's for sure, though.
What?
He did not set the one he gave us the copy of.
How do you know? The Midsummer Night's Dream clue.
Yes, that's why I asked. One across has nothing to do with the Midsummer Night's Dream.
But he was very definite about the fact that he compiled it.
Well, I wonder. He got very ratty when I suggested Thomas Tierney might be helping him.
Would that be possible?
Well, technically, I suppose it would. But as a man who makes his living from compiling crosswords, why would Thomas Tierney help Kieran out? What would there be in it for him?
No idea.
No. Something for me to investigate, perhaps. Meanwhile, what's your next step in the case going to be?
See if we've got the forensic report yet on Charles Davies. The usual stuff. Not to mention finding out who actually did compile the crosswords.
So you'll be talking to Thomas Tierney?
I will be talking to everyone involved in time.
But I would have thought that it was urgent to talk to Thomas Tierney.
Paolo, I am in charge of this case.
Yes, of course. And will you be having a go at the crossword Kieran Driscoll gave you?
I will pass it over to an expert on crosswords. Why did you ask?
No particular reason.
Oh, you weren't fancying having a go at it yourself, were you?
Well, I am getting better at doing them, and just glancing at the clues, I
Look,
saw that...
the copy here is police evidence. If you want to have a go at the next labyrinth, you'll have to buy the conundrum like everyone else.
Yes, Tina, of course.
Thomas Tierney?
Hello, Thomas. My name's Paolo Baldi. We met at the Anagrammatist Club last week.
And?
And I wanted to pick your brains about the labyrinth crossword.
Why?
Well, some odd things seem to have been happening with the clues.
What kind of odd things?
Well, I know you pick up the crosswords from Kieran Driscoll and deliver them to the Conundrum office. I was just wondering if anyone might have a chance to make changes.
What are you talking about?
Well, an anagram of someone's name appeared in the labyrinth, and then that someone met with an accident.
And you're suggesting that whoever sets the crossword was responsible?
Well, well, whoever sets the crossword must know...
The labyrinth is set by Kieran Driscoll.
Well, I happen to know that's not true. So I was wondering whether your involvement might be rather greater than just picking up the...
You're asking me to say that I compiled the labyrinth so that I automatically become the chief suspect for causing the accident at this unfortunate...
No, not necessarily, but...
I'm sorry.
I think...
I must go.
So, what is it we're looking for this time? Another death threat?
Yes. Or maybe a clue to the identity of the compiler.
Right, so what have we got?
Here you go.
Yes. Extort Ronnie University and go for Scrabble player. 444. Ah, well, this could be it.
Oh, yes, I got that one.
Don't tell me. Ronnie University, would that be one with lots of rivers in it? Oxford?
No, direttore. As you once told me, in a crossword, university almost never means university.
I told you that?
Yes. In a crossword, university is usually the letter U.
It can be, certainly.
So if we take the components of extort Ronnie and U, we're clearly up against an anagram.
We could be.
An anagram which means go for Scrabble player.
Go for, in the sense of hit out at? Would that be...
Well, no, not in this case. The answer's your turn next.
You're getting rather good at this, aren't you, Paolo?
Thank you. Anyway, that could certainly be read as a death threat, couldn't it? But I haven't been able to work out who's been targeted this time.
Well, if it follows the previous pattern, then he will be in the clue directly beneath the threat.
Yes, I looked. I couldn't get anywhere. Rider's lock in Los Angeles teenager's hairstyle of 8. What's the answer to that?
The answer's ponytail. But we're not looking for that.
Well, how do you know it's ponytail?
Obvious. Lock in crossword is almost always a lock of hair. And the word ponytail was coined in America to describe a Los Angeles teenager's hairstyle.
Oh. But that's not what we're looking for.
No. Oh, I get it. Yes. It's another anagram. Our murderer loves anagrams. And given the fact that in crosswords, Los Angeles always means LA.
Oh, of course, that was the bit I didn't work out.
So we're looking at the letters of Rider's Lock in LA, which is an anagram. Oh no. Heaven forbid.
Kieran Driscoll.
Yes.
Shot through the head again. And with a completed copy of the labyrinth on his desk.
Our murderer's becoming more flamboyant with the calling cards.
What do you mean, Paolo?
Well, leaving the completed crossword rules out the possibility that Kieran Driscoll himself was the killer.
So our murderer is deliberately drawing attention to himself?
Or is trying to draw our attention to someone else.
Yeah. Oh, this is ghastly.
Gosh, look at the poor boy.
Here, I'll have to call in.
The only comfort, I'm sure, is he was hardly aware of what was happening. I'm just going to say a prayer for the unfortunate man's soul.
So anyway, now we've got the media in full cry, throwing around phrases like serial killer. And they also seem to know that crosswords are involved. Did you see this evening's paper? 2 down. How many more to go?
Ouch. I'm sure there'll be a lot more like that.
I don't doubt it. Which means we have to get a result pretty damn quickly, or the politicians will be all over us.
Well, you're dealing with a pretty small number of suspects. It's got to be someone who had access to the labyrinth crossword before it got published in the week's Conundrum.
Yes.
Which, unless one of the magazine's printers is involved, really comes down to Thomas Tierney and Brenda Johnson.
I'm going to see Brenda first thing in the morning. You've met her, haven't you?
Yes, she was secretary to Kieran Driscoll when he was actually on the Conundrum staff, only a few years back. I had to deal with him over one of my students who was looking for some work experience. I mean, you know, she's bright, a bit chippy.
About what?
About men having an easier ride than women in the workplace.
No, I sympathise entirely.
I think you're right.
I think you better come along with me, Paolo. I don't want to start any alarm bells ringing with her. Well, not at this stage.
Fine.
Meanwhile, I've got men out trying to track down Thomas Tierney, who seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth. Incidentally, Paolo. It's a peace offering.
What is it?
What was found amidst all the chaos on Kieran Driscoll's desk. It looks as though it's next week's labyrinth.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Iris. This is Paolo Baldi.
We've spoken on the telephone, haven't we, Iris?
Oh, yes, of course.
What did you make of the new labyrinth?
What new labyrinth?
The one that was found on Kieran.
Has Miss Johnson not shown you a new crossword this morning?
No.
I did have a look at the copy you faxed to me.
And can you confirm that it was meant to be next week's labyrinth?
I can't be absolutely certain, but if it was found in Kieran Driscoll's house, then I assume it must be. It's certainly not one we've run in Conundrum before. I got Iris to check.
She said she hadn't seen a new crossword this morning.
Well, no, I mean, I just got her to check that... I gave her the clue to one across, and she checked through the files to see it wasn't a crossword we'd run before in the magazine.
Oh, right. Did you notice anything odd about it?
The crossword? No. It seemed to me to be well up to standard.
Brenda, did you find anything in the crossword that could be interpreted as a warning? A death threat?
Nothing I could see.
Or an anagram of anybody's name?
No.
But you spotted the death threats in the other crosswords?
Well, I saw them, obviously, but I didn't think they were significant. The end is nigh is a perfectly common phrase. If you're not thinking in terms of death threats, you wouldn't find it odd.
What about the anagrams of the names?
I had no reason to be looking for anagrams of names. And I must say the whole idea of Kieran being involved in all this death threat business is totally unbelievable.
I agree. But then I don't think Kieran was setting the crosswords.
Kieran Driscoll sets the labyrinth crossword. He's done it for years. Thomas Tierney always picked it up from Kieran's house and delivered it.
Yes, I was thinking back to something Kieran Driscoll said when we went to his house. That the labyrinth job has passed from compiler to compiler, like the Holy Grail.
Well, it is. It's a highly prized assignment.
And it's traditionally in the gift of the current compiler.
Yes.
What are you on about, Paolo?
Well, I was just wondering whether Kieran Driscoll, as he realised his own powers were on the wane, offered the job to a potential successor, on the condition that the successor took over setting the crosswords earlier, and pretended that Kieran was still doing them.
Oh.
I mean, would the job be worth that much, Brenda, to a dedicated crossword compiler?
Oh, yes.
And would Thomas Tierney fit the bill as Kieran Driscoll's successor?
Yes, he certainly would.
Hello.
Superintendent.
Oh, man, where are you?
I'm at Thomas Tierney's flat.
And?
No sign of him. And he seems to have packed in a hurry. Looks to me like our man's done a runner.
Paolo Baldi.
Paolo, it's me.
Oh, did you get the copy of the labyrinth? Have you managed to do it?
Of course I have. What about you?
Well, I didn't bother. There's no death threat in this one.
Oh?
Well, Brenda Johnson looked at it and couldn't find anything, and she's a crossword expert.
And she's not much of a crossword expert. 5 across.
Okay. Drink a mite strange before last order, 5 and 2.
Drink is sup.
Yeah.
But before that, might strange. Anagram? Time. Time's up.
Then why on earth didn't Brenda...
The more important clue's 8 across.
Not much left, Timothy, dash. East earns what Chinese leader put into print. 6, 3 and 4. Oh, I think I can do that one.
The solution's not important. It's Little Red Book.
Oh, I was right.
Not much. Little, left, politically red. Timothy. Book in the Bible.
Bible, yes.
Then, what Chinese leader put into print? Chairman Mao's Little Red Book. But that's not what's important. It's Timothy East earns. East in crosswords, always being E. It's an anagram of...
Don't tell me.
Thomas Tierney.
Oh, no. And he's gone missing. Direttore, can you just hold the line for a minute? There's someone trying to get through.
Very well, don't be long.
Hello, Paolo Baldi?
This is Thomas Tierney. You know you rang me yesterday about the labyrinth crossword?
Yes.
Well, you were right. I'd been compiling them for Kieran Driscoll for the last few years. I'd deliver them to the conundrum offices every week, but this is the thing that makes me scared to death. Some of the clues were changed before the magazine was printed, and I was wondering whether Brenda Johnson might...
My what? What? Hello, Thomas? Thomas, hello? Direttore, are you still there?
Yes.
Listen, that was Thomas Tierney on the phone. I think he's in danger. You know him a bit. Have you any idea where he might have gone to ground?
Well, he once told me his parents had a holiday flat in Dunleary. I think I might have the address somewhere.
Shot through the head. Again.
Look, you know I was talking about Brenda Johnson.
Paolo, this is a crime scene. I do have a job to do.
But it's odd that Brenda didn't spot the warning clues in the...
So she's not as good at crosswords as she pretends to be. Look, I'll be checking it all out. Now, I must bag this up.
Look, there's the crossword that Thomas Tierney managed to set before he died. Might it be possible for me to have a copy of it?
That is police evidence, Paolo.
Oh, and are you saying that the police have suddenly discovered a crossword solver as good as Father Troy?
Very well. I'll take a digital photograph of it for you.
Not so much a bloodbath as a blood pail. And all that jazz. 9 letters. Well, bloodbath, I suppose. Might be another warning. Certainly what we seem to be in the middle of, but... Blood... No, I'll try another one. Undo with remix for criminal solution. 8 letters. And... Welcome one Royal Navy hands job which puts decoration on a table. 6 and 6. Okay, now, forget the semiotics. Just put the meaning of the words to one side. Go. Right, here we are. I've got that one. Good. Gut bucket. An early style of jazz playing. In 9 letters. And, of course, it's a blood pail. Right? A blood pail. Oh, good. Oh, well, maybe I can do crosswords after all. Wonder if Father Troy's back yet.
Hello?
Direttore.
Paolo! I was just about to call you.
Right.
I've got the relevant clues and the crossword you faxed me.
7 across, of course.
Undo with remix for criminal solution. 8 letters.
Yes, I got that. Who done it? Anagram of undo with.
Very good, Paolo. But then if you look at 11 across, directly beneath it...
Welcome one Royal Navy hands job which puts decoration on a table. 6 and 6. No, I couldn't get that.
The answer's piping aboard. But again, that's not what's important. In crosswords, Royal Navy's always RN. So, one RN hands job is an anagram of...
Yes, I get it. That was the direction in which my mind's been moving.
See, I think the murderer's crying about what they've done. Yeah. And the other thing is, Paolo, a blood pail...
I haven't got time for that now, Direttore. I must get on to Tina straight away. OK, goodbye. Thank you.
Inspector Mahan's phone. Please leave a message after the bleep.
Tina, it's Paolo. I've been sitting here in my office and I've finally worked it out. I knew there was something odd going on in Brenda Johnson's office. You ring me back as soon as you get this. Oh, Brenda.
Good morning, Paolo. I see you're doing the labyrinth.
Yeah, trying.
Have you got most of the answers?
Most.
And do you understand what's been going on?
I think I do, Brenda.
So maybe at some level you can sympathise with the resentment of a woman constantly passed over by the male establishment. A woman who always had to work much harder than a man to achieve the small amount she did achieve. You can understand how that might make someone a little unhinged.
Well, I would say a little unhinged is an inadequate description for a person who shot 3 men in cold blood. 3
men who, to her mind, had blighted her life.
So, even so. You know that your name's in this labyrinth, don't you?
What? No, I'm sure it isn't. Is it?
Yes. Brenda, if you'd confessed earlier, lives could have been saved.
Confess to what?
Confess to the secret that you didn't dare let anyone at Conundrum find out about.
I don't know what.
That you couldn't do crosswords. Well, how would it have looked among the anagrammatists of this world, particularly among the male anagrammatists, if the editor of Conundrum was publicly exposed as ignorant of the basic principles of cruciverbalism? But you were fine, so long as Iris was there to cover up for you. She could always feed you the answers, couldn't she? So the two of you had a little deal. She was allowed to stay on at Conundrum beyond the normal age of retirement, so long as she didn't reveal that you couldn't even spot that one R.N. Hand's job was an anagram of your own name. And... oh, no.
What's the matter?
I've just seen another anagram. A blood pail. It's Paolo Baldi.
Well, you know what that means, don't you? I would say you're in extreme danger.
I would say you're both in extreme danger.
Iris.
Yes, Brenda. I followed you here, which is very convenient because I've got the two of you together. And the gun.
Oh, but Iris, you have nothing against me. I'm a woman. It's only men on whom you want to be revenged.
I'm going to be revenged on everyone who slighted me, everyone who stood in the way of my having the success that should have been my right. And you got the editor's job while you weren't even capable of completing a crossword in a child's comic.
Oh.
I knew you never even looked at the labyrinth. Otherwise, you would have noticed the changes I made to the clues.
Surely, Brenda, you must have known Iris was up to something.
Well,
Oh, you suspected me right enough. But to turn me in, you'd have had to reveal you couldn't do crosswords, and your pride wouldn't let you do that. You made it all too easy for me. But nonetheless, Miss Johnson, you're going to die too, and you,
Iris.
Mr. Baldi,
Iris,
and anyone else who thinks they can outwit
Iris,
me.
you won't get away with this.
Oh, I got away with all the others.
The Gardaí are already on the way here. I've just spoken to Inspector Marr. They'll catch you.
I'm not going to fall for that old bluff, Mr. Baldi. And by the time anyone does arrive, you two will both be dead.
You'll go to prison for the rest of your life.
Lovely. Give me plenty of time to do crosswords.
Oh,
I
Iris.
don't know whether either of you believes in God.
It's something of an
But
occupational
it's
hazard
time
for
for
me.
you to say any prayers you feel might be appropriate. I'll give you a count of 10. I think 10 should be long enough for you to say a quick cut in its mind.
What?
It's an anagram, so you won't be able to do it, Miss Johnson. What about you, Mr. Baldi?
Nunc dimittis.
Well done.
Finally, I'm getting good at this.
Just when it's too late. Get praying.
Iris,
1,
please.
2,
Please.
3,
All right.
4.
Watch it. Take her away.
Do you know, take her away is an anagram of earthly awake. And come to that, of why...
You all right, Paolo?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness it wasn't a bluff.
What wasn't a bluff?
You and the Gardaí arriving. Paolo told Iris he'd set it up and she thought it was a bluff.
Oh, really? So tell me, Paolo, how did you know we'd been keeping Iris and Brenda under surveillance all morning? We have been investigating this case too, you know.
I don't get the feeling I have your full attention.
No.
Don't you want to be doing the labyrinth crossword?
Well, I'm not really sure it's an appropriate activity for inside a church.
What? But... Then what do you think we should be doing here?
Discussing my spiritual development, Direttore.
Oh, really? You're no fun anymore, Paolo.
Molia o Haclea. Mulach You there?
What are you doing, Paolo?
Practicing my Irish. Well, I've been trying to take my mind off the flight, actually.
Oh, yes. You don't like flying?
Yes. After I arrive in Kerry, I have to get a taxi into Killarney, a bus for Dingle, and then finally a ferry to Ilen-Methguath.
Shall we? Ilen-Methguath.
Ilen-Methguath, yeah.
Island of Good Wind.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's very remote. Just a handful of inhabitants, except when a world-famous annual storytelling festival is on. Well, it's nearly over now, finishing tomorrow, but I had some mid-term papers to correct, so...
So why bother going?
Oh, I can't let them down. I'm this year's guest speaker. Besides, one of the great semioticists, Dr. Jeremy Falconer, will be there.
Rather you than me. Weather's bound to be bad at this time.
Drogheda, Noah, Newbridge. That's fairly easy.
Here's another easy one for you. Airport.
Oh, yes, the airport.
You all right, Dr. Baldi?
Yes, I'll be fine.
There's a bucket under your seat if you feel the need.
Oh, thank you, Tig. It's getting pretty dark. Am I the last one to arrive?
You are. The festival's finishing up tomorrow, so I'll be going back to the pub to Ilen-na-Marav.
Ilen-na-Marav? Is that a neighbouring island?
You could say that. It's what we call the mainland.
Ilen-na-Marav, island of...
The dead. In the old days, when people left our island to seek their fortune on the mainland, they were never seen again.
Most of the islands have become depopulated. It's a shame.
Well, that's progress. Things always change. Some of us try to cling on to the old ways by banning TVs, radios, the internet. There isn't even a phone on the island.
Sounds idyllic to me.
Hold on, here comes another wave. Come on, don't worry now. It'll calm down once we get past the rock and enter harbour.
Oh, sounds like a test, like passing the Minotaur on the way through the labyrinth.
You're right. Get on the wrong side of Soul Jowl and you're nothing but tinder. Banjast takes no place.
What? Sorry, my Irish...
Soul Jowl, the Devil's Eye. See the white beacon to port? That's the rock. And the two beacons we're passing through mark the safe passage.
Oh, yes, I see. Red and green.
We have a saying. Beware the white, the devil's spite. Between the green and red, safe home to bed.
Oh, it's a very useful little rhyme.
Of course, I also have sonar, global positioning, satellite phone, and all the gizmos on the boat. How are you, Ty? Sergeant, is everything all right?
Can you take me back to the mainland, Pike?
Of course. I just have to drop off Dr. Baldi here first. This is Sergeant McGahey.
Oh, hello, Dr. Baldi.
Hello.
Can I give you a hand up there?
Yes. Thank you.
You here for the festival?
Yes, I'm giving a lecture tomorrow.
Oh, sorry I won't be around to hear it. I have to get back to Dingle before the wife leaves me. And she has a tongue that'll clip a hedge.
So,
goodbye to you.
Goodbye, Sergeant. Nice to meet you.
As the galleon's hull tore itself upon the reef, only then did the captain realise that the beacon on the headland had lured them onto the rocks. Each man of the doomed ship Ariadne was butchered and eaten by the savage islanders.
Thank you, Dr. Falconer. That was indeed a colourful story. Now, who's the next volunteer for this open session? Mark Forbuck, is that your hand, I see?
No, I'm just having a drink.
Oh, come. Give a hand for Mark. All the way from New York.
Thank you, you're too kind. My story is a Cherokee folktale from their homeland in the Appalachian...
Mr. McCarthy?
Liam, please. You must be Dr. Baldi.
Yes.
We're expecting you. You're most welcome to Ilen-Methguath.
Thank you. Was that Dr. Jeremy Falconer telling that story?
Yes, you know him.
Well, I know of him. His book is a seminal work on semiotics.
Oh, well, then, let me introduce you to him. Dr. Falconer, may I introduce you to Dr. Paolo Baldi from Dublin University College?
Hello, Dr. Falconer. It's an honour. I've read your book, Pretext, Context, Subtext, The Universality of Perceived Truth and the Macrocultural Mythology, many times over.
You should get out more.
I wish I'd brought my copy of your book for you to sign.
Actually, I have a spare copy with me, which I can give you.
Oh, it's very kind.
I'll just find my daughter Rosa to make sure your room is ready, Dr. Baldi.
Liam runs the hostel, the pub, and the post office here on the island. In fact, you could say he runs the island. Doesn't allow any instruments of corruption or phones here.
Just trying to preserve a tradition of storytelling. If you'll excuse me for a moment, gentlemen.
I hid my mobile phone in my bag. But keep it to yourself, will you? I haven't told anyone else.
Of course. I was hoping to talk with you about your book.
Which part?
Well, I'm particularly struck by your semiotic reading of the works of C.S. Lewis, especially The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I mean, I agree completely with your assertion that Aslan's resurrection, like Christ's, signals a new theological paradigm, but more humanist than that of Christianity.
Well, Dr. Baldi, you're about the only other person I've met who sees that.
Paolo, please. I have somewhat of an interest in religion as well as semiotics, of course. Perhaps we could talk further on the matter.
Yes, I would like that very much, Paolo.
Dr. Baldi, if you come this way, my daughter Rosa will show you to your room, so you can put your things away before dinner.
Yes, excuse me.
Certainly.
There's a bed, as you can see, a reading lamp, and a chest of drawers for your things. There's only one communal bathroom in the hostel. It's all rather basic, but my father doesn't believe in such things as en suites or electric showers.
Well, it seems perfectly habitable to me. Thank you, Rosa.
Sorry, I have to rush off. Must make sure the dinner isn't burnt. We're having sea bass, by the way, roasted in olive oil and lemon, with white fish mousse and shrimp butter sauce.
Oh, sounds delicious.
Good. Glad you like seafood. Not much else around here.
No burger bars or kebab shops, then?
No, I'm afraid not. Anything non-traditional is frowned upon by my father.
Ah, you've made it back. Intoxicating, isn't she, Paolo?
Who? Oh, Rosa. Well, yes, very attractive.
She's of Spanish descent, you know.
Young, yeah, she does have the dark hair, the hazel eyes.
Her forefathers would have been shipwrecked on the island blown up from the Bay of Biscay in the 19th century.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to have taken to island life quite well, as they become the dominant families. That's why the island is almost like Liam's personal fiefdom.
Sounds like democracy hasn't quite reached here.
Rose is engaged to the ferryman.
Oh, Tig.
Yes. Liam is keen to see his lineage continue here on the island.
I trust you find your quarters comfortable enough, Dr. Baldi.
Paolo, please. Yes, quite ample, thank you. I must say, this sea bass is really delicious.
Your daughter is quite a cook, Liam.
Yes, her mother taught her the traditional way, and she will, I hope, in turn pass it on to her children. Now, some more wine, gentlemen.
Well,
I suggest the Cavalier Noir. Perfect after seafood.
That's quite an expensive wine.
You'll be surprised what luxuries they manage to get around here.
Crefallen agus Bale Floch.
Sorry, what does that mean?
A healthy heart and a wet glass.
And you, Falconer, more wine?
No, thank you. I've had enough. If you'll excuse me, I think I'll get some fresh air.
Oh. Well, good night, then.
Paolo, I'll just go to my room and pick up a copy of my book for you. It won't be too long.
Mahan!
Yes, sir?
Hold on there, hold on. Listen, you've got your annual review on Friday. It's the Commissioner's idea of keeping up morale and fostering communication between the ranks.
Sorry, sir.
For what?
You and the Commissioner will have to wait. Huh? I'm on a week's leave, sir. It's on the roster sheet. I've just cleared my desk.
Well, yes, of course. Going anywhere special?
Going to spend a couple of days at the Baja Spa.
What?
A health and well-being centre for the rejuvenation of the mind and body. It's going to be very taxing on my pores.
Sounds like a nut farm in California. Are we paying you too much, man?
No, sir. It's in Bray, actually.
Therefore, the ground rules of any semiotic analysis of a story are for the listener to be aware of the general tradition or the cultural code of the text. He or she must be able to see the hidden subtext, which, of course, is not always easy. Like Umberto Eco, I believe that the field of semiotics could be better described as a study of deceit.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Baldi. That was indeed an illuminating and interesting talk. And everyone, as this concludes this year's festival, may I take the opportunity to thank our sponsor, Seacliff Holdings, and of course all the storytellers who travelled from the four corners of the world to make this one of the most successful festivals on Uillinn Maguitha yet. So, thank you, and I hope to see you all again next year. Thank you again, Paolo. I found your references to cultural coding and endemic mythologies most fascinating.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be among those who appreciate such things. Have you seen Dr. Falconer, by the way?
No, I haven't. But the next ferry will be leaving the island in 1 hour, so he should be at the pier.
All right, now. Careful of the step. Plenty of room in the cabin below. There's a playful swell on the waves this morning, so I hope you all had a light breakfast.
Dr. Baldi.
Yes.
Mark Forbach.
Oh, yes, one of last night's storytellers.
Just after Falconer's sea tale.
Yes. Have you seen him at all?
Not today, but he gave me this last night to pass on to you. It's a copy of his book. He said you'd understand the inscription.
To Paolo, if, like Lucy, I should find myself in the other world, then you will know where to find what I have discovered.
Dr. Baldi, are you getting on board?
Well, when exactly did he give you this?
He was coming back into the pub last night and was going to give it to you himself, but saw you were still talking with Mr. McCarthy.
I have to go now. The weather's closing in.
I'm staying.
But Dr. Baldi!
Paolo, I thought you were getting the boat back to the mainland.
Is everything all right?
I think something may have happened to Dr. Falconer.
Oh, what do you mean? Wasn't he at the boat?
No, nobody's seen him since last night. We've got to check his room.
Well, perhaps he just went for a ramble.
Yeah, he could be anywhere.
Well, I would still like to check his room, if you don't mind.
Well, of course. I'll get the keys.
No, it's all right, Dad. I'll get them. As you can see, all his things are gone. His clothes, shoes, his phone, his papers.
Yes, everything's gone.
He might have taken the earlier ferry back to the mainland. Probably sick of the place and just wanted to get back to civilization. See his wife and family in England as soon as he could.
I suppose you could be right.
I'm sure you yourself are keen to get back to family.
Well, I've only been here a day. Hardly time to get that lonely.
Even a day can be a long time here. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I have to go and strip all the beds in the other rooms, then start the laundry.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Rosa. Right, let's have a look in this wardrobe. Some old bed sheets and hangers. Oh, sounds like a hidden compartment. So you didn't take everything with you?
Dr. Baldi, I thought you turned in for the night.
Oh, can't sleep. I'm still worried about Falconer. It's so quiet now that everyone's gone. And do call me Paolo.
Now you know what it's like around here for the other 51 weeks of the year.
Will you join me in a nightcap? Might help you sleep.
No, thank you, I'm fine.
Well, I'm away to bed. Let you men talk.
Night, love.
Don't keep Paolo up all night with your talking.
I won't. I won't.
You're a lucky man. She's a very nice girl. Must be looking forward to the wedding.
Yes. Things will be different then. We'll be able to do our own thing. Are you sure you won't join me for a drink?
No, thanks. Actually, I wanted to ask you about Dr. Falconer.
I don't really know the man that much.
Well, I just wondered if he left on the first ferry this morning.
I couldn't tell you, for the boat was full both times.
So there were only 2 sailings today?
That's all, yeah. Well,
I'd better be off to bed myself, or Rose will be giving up to me in the morning.
Yes, of course. Good night. Oh, she must be very trusting, Tig. Don't even lock your boat. Right. If I remember correctly, the satellite phone is above the helm, next to the sonar thing. Oh, that's it there. Right. Make the switch. Crikey, what do I ring? Where's the codes? Oh, right. 902 00353, and then the number.
Hello?
Tina!
Who is this?
It's Paolo.
Paolo. It's the middle of the night.
I know.
Where are you?
I'm still on Ilan Maguia. I think you should come down here.
What? I start my spa treatment tomorrow.
Look, Tina, just listen now, please. Look, remember I told you about Dr. Jeremy Falconer?
Yes, one of your all-time heroes.
Well, I think he's in real trouble.
What sort of trouble?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, he's disappeared, but he's left something for me to find, something to do with research he was doing here on the island.
What? What did you find?
A wine bottle label with some names on the back. It was, well, one was a reference to an Operation Sapphire.
Sorry, I've never heard of it.
But look, I still think you should come down here, Tina. I think his life may be in danger, and he knows it.
And if you told the local guards this?
Yes, I'm going to call the local sergeant in Dingle to come over, but I'm not sure if he's going to believe me.
Paolo, I can't possibly come down if you don't have anything concrete to back up whatever suspicions you have. Besides, the Kerry police wouldn't appreciate a Dublin detective sticking our nose into their patch. Ringwood also burst his ulcer.
Well, maybe you wouldn't come down as a detective.
What do you suggest? A colleague of yours? A friend? Relative? Oh, I suppose it could be a mysterious cousin from Italy.
Well, sorry, Tina, you don't have the complexion. But I have a better idea.
Come.
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
Man, I thought you weren't back till next week.
I'm not, sir. I just wanted to ask you about something.
What?
Operation Sapphire.
Come again?
Have you ever heard of Operation Sapphire? I was wondering if it was a Garda op.
Sapphire. It does ring a bell. There might be something on the computer. What's this all about anyway, man?
Well, it's Paolo. Dr. Baldi.
I should have known.
He thinks a friend of his may be in trouble.
Oh, let me guess. He wants you to help him, huh? Yeah, well, here it is. I remember it now.
Well, what is it?
It was a Kerry drug squad operation about a year ago. They had information on a boat coming in from France loaded with heroin and illegal contraband. Let's have a look. They were waiting for it, but it foundered on some rocks. 3 of the men on board lost their lives. Well, it seems it's a particularly treacherous part of the coastline off an island called Ilan
Maguia.
Here they come.
I didn't think you were married.
Why not?
No, really. You just don't seem like a married man.
Sergeant McGahey is on board as well.
My father got tied to pick him up for you.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Tina.
It's very pretty.
Yes. Thank you. Jeez.
Oh, Paolo, I've missed you.
Oh, and you, of course. Oh, this is Rosa McCarthy.
Hello, Rosa. I'm Tina, Paolo's wife.
Pleased to meet you.
It's such a beautiful island. So romantic.
Here's your bag, Mrs. Baldi.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you.
Hello again, Dr. Baldi.
Hello, thanks for coming over, Sergeant.
You seemed concerned about Dr. Falconer.
Yes, well, nobody has seen him for over 24 hours now.
Sure. He enjoys exploring the island. He'll turn up safe and sound.
To Paolo. If, like Lucy, I should find myself in the other world, then you will know where to find what I have discovered. This is what I cancelled my 2-day spa treatment for. And who's Lucy?
Dr. Falconer is referring to C.S. Lewis's book, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe.
It's a children's story, isn't it?
Yes, Lucy, one of the characters in Lewis's book, enters another world, Narnia, through a wardrobe.
So?
Well, this is what Falconer was trying to tell me. He found out something, and whatever it was, he had concealed it in the wardrobe in his room at the hostel. There was a hidden compartment, and I found this wine bottle label there.
Cavalier Noir 97.
The Cavalier Noir is a very expensive wine.
I know. Rin told me Operation Sapphire was a Kerry drug squad operation to intercept a boat called the Corona. It was carrying a small quantity of contraband alcohol from France. Wine. Cavalier Noir 95, to be exact.
95?
Yes. More importantly, the Corona was carrying a large consignment of heroin. Before the drug squad could intercept, it foundered and sank off a dangerous patch of rocks called the Devil's Eye. All the cargo was lost, as were 3 of the crew.
The Devil's Eye is just off the coast of the island. It's one of the names Falconer wrote on the back of the label, along with the Operation Sapphire and the Dark Glass.
What does the Dark Glass refer to? Is that some reference to another story?
I'm not sure. I've studied a map of the island, but I can't find any reference to it.
Well, I'm sorry now. I know you're concerned for your friend, but I found nothing that would suggest he was in trouble. And as I said before, he was fond of exploring, so he could be anywhere on the island.
But nobody seems to have seen him. It's not that big a place.
And I asked Tig, but he couldn't confirm or not if he saw him on an earlier ferry.
There were a lot of people around for the festival.
We realise that. But maybe you could check on the mainland to see if he turned up there.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Baldi, but there's no evidence that he's gone missing. Now, until there's an official missing persons report, then, well, really, there's no cause for alarm. I'm afraid I'll have to return to Dingle now. Goodbye to both of you.
Goodbye, Sergeant.
He's right, Paolo. For all we know, Falconer's at home in England now, putting his feet up with the fire. What is it, Paolo?
What was the name of that boat again that sank off the Devil's Eye?
The Corona. Why?
A toast to Paolo and his good lady wife. Anna, I'm glad you were able to join us for dinner tonight.
The island always feels even more empty when all the visitors leave after the festival.
But now we have the place to ourselves. After a meal, we can sit around and tell stories.
We've had enough of them for another year.
Crí Fallon agus Béal Flock.
A healthy heart in a wet glass.
I'm impressed. Your Irish is coming along.
Well, it was Dr. Falconer who translated it for me.
Don't worry, he'll turn up sooner or later.
Yeah, Falconer had quite good Irish, but the toast actually means a healthy heart and a wet mouth.
Well, I'll drink to that. And thank you for your hospitality, Liam. The last time Paolo and I were in such a remote place was our honeymoon. Remember, darling?
Of course. How could I forget?
The Bahamas. 2 whole weeks. And we had quite the perfect wedding in Dublin. A friend of Paolo's, Father Troy, celebrated the Mass.
How did you two meet?
Well...
In college. Paolo was an idealistic philosophy student. And I was doing zoology.
Zoology, yes. Tina loves animals.
Well, birds, to be precise. I'm an ornithologist.
What a charming little love story, huh?
You must travel a lot with your work. Meet lots of different people.
Oh, I meet all types, all right. Where did you two meet?
Where do you think?
Silly question.
Now, without them, there would be no future for this island.
We'd love to do more travelling.
See the world.
Well, you'll have a perfect opportunity when you go on your honeymoon. Have you decided where?
Yes. Who needs to travel when you have everything right here? More wine, Paolo.
Well, perhaps just a little.
Rosa, can you get another bottle from the cabinet?
All right, then.
It amazes me, Liam, how you have the finest of wines out here.
Well, in the past, such luxuries were available only if they were washed up on the shore. Hence the name.
Ilin Marguia.
Island of the Good Wind.
Island of the Fortunate Wind. The caprice of the sea. The generosity of Manannuan.
Oh, Manannuan. He's the Celtic Ocean god.
Now, alas... Oh, thank you, Rosa. Now, alas, we have to get these items on the mainland. When the government, in its infinite wisdom, decided to withdraw the resettlement grants for the island, we had to fend for ourselves. Tourism, little fishing, and the Irish College in the summer are our only means of support.
If you'll all excuse me, I must go down to the pier and make sure the boat's tied up proper. The weather's turning foul tonight.
Be careful.
Always am, Rosa.
I know. But for my sake...
Don't worry. I'll be back soon enough.
At least here you don't have to contend with the traffic, pollution and overcrowding in Dublin.
No, you can hardly move with all the cars and all the new houses.
Yeah, but you have the shops, the restaurants, the excitement.
Some more wine, Paolo.
Ah, the Cavalier Noir. What vintage is it?
97.
Where did you get this?
Tig and Rosa got it on the mainland. Didn't you, Rosa?
Yeah. And off licensed in Killarney. They have a great selection.
Well, enjoy. Is Garrod a gant Erin sail. Our lease on life is short indeed.
Thank you. You can put the dishes in the sink there.
The least I can do after such a fantastic meal. There's a lot of washing up. Are you sure I can't do some of it for you?
No, my father'd have a fit if he saw a guest doing my work.
What you need is a dishwasher.
I'll be getting one.
Oh, are you sure your dad would approve? He doesn't seem to believe in mod cons.
He won't have a say in the matter. Tig and I will have our own house.
And will Tig have any say? I think I know who's going to be the boss in your marriage. More power to you.
Is it easy?
What?
You know, being married.
Well, I suppose it has its ups and downs.
But do you end up doing all the housework and taking care of Paolo?
Oh, no. Paolo can take care of himself. And he does his fair share of the work.
Yes, I thought so. Things are different on the mainland. A more modern outlook on life.
Well, I wouldn't quite describe Paolo as the new man. But I suppose he has his uses.
Well, thank you again, Liam.
No, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you for everything.
Well, good night. Be careful going back to your room. It's very dark.
Well, that's all right. I brought a torch with me to light the way. Well, good night.
Night. I'm exhausted. I'll trade you the bed for the floor if you promise not to snore.
We're not going back to the room.
Then where are we going?
Bale Dorica.
What?
The third name on Falconer's paper.
That was the dark glass.
Yes, but he got his Irish wrong. Bale is mouth. So the correct translation is the mouth of darkness. Bale Dorica. And according to the Irish maps, it's the name of a cave on the western shore. I think it's around here.
I can't believe I let you drag me out here.
I'm sure the map showed the cave to be around here.
Point the torch down at the rocks.
Huh?
There, down there.
Oh!
You okay, Paolo?
Just about. I can hardly see a thing.
Well, it was your idea to come in here.
Right.
But there's nothing other than a few slimy rocks.
Just go in a little further. I think I can see it.
What? What is it?
Look over there.
What?
Crates. See?
There's more over there.
Come and help me open this one.
Right.
Oh, look at them all.
Must be at least 100 bottles.
See? The Cavalier Noir 95.
That's the same wine that was on the Corona when she sank.
And that's not all. Look, Tina. Wine bottle labels. Cavalier Noir 97. Same as the label Falconer hid in the wardrobe. Same as the wine they served in the pub.
Looks as if someone was swapping the labels from the salvaged Cavalier 95 for the 97.
It doesn't even exist.
What? Well, there are the labels.
No. They're fakes. The Cavalier Noir 97 doesn't actually exist. Very bad frost that year, you see.
Oh.
Look, there's another crate here.
It's probably more wine. It's like a cash and carry in here.
It's just a bag with some clothes in it. Some shoes and files. And a phone. Tina. These must be Falconer's things. Tina!
Paolo!
What is it?
It's a body. Come on.
Can't you get through?
No. The battery on Falconer's phone is flat. And I left my own one back in the hostel. I have to get through to Rin. I mean, this is a murder scene now. We need to get a pathologist and a forensics team down here to find out what happened to Falconer. Paolo. Shh. What is it?
I think it's Tig's boat. Look, it's coming back into harbour.
I thought he said he was just tying it up.
We'll have to use a satellite phone on Tig's boat. come on, answer it.
It's the middle of the night. He'll be fast asleep, dreaming of different ways to fire me.
Hello? Who is this?
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
My man, what the place? You do know what time it is.
Listen, sir. I'm still on the island with Baldi.
Well, I'd advise you to get off the island.
Please, sir, listen. We found...
Actually, I'm warning you, man. The Kerry Drug Squad are planning another operation with the help of the guards from Dingle. I tried to ring you on your mobile, but got no answer. They're going to intercept another boat tonight near the Devil's Eye.
So,
There's another boat coming tonight.
Man.
tonight? Of course.
If you do anything to jeopardize it, there'll be hell to pay. So you should get off the island pronto. Do you hear me, man?
That boat's going to founder on the Devil's Eye.
What? What are you talking about?
Hang up, we've got to warn the boat.
I have to tell Rin about Falconer. He can call McGahey to come over and preserve the crime scene.
Man, if you can hear me,
No.
I strongly recommend you stay out of it. If you want to
Tina,
jump, go back
no, we can't call McGahey.
Why not?
Who's that? Who's in there?
It's Tig. Quick, we need to block the doors.
Man!
I'm sorry, sir.
Harold! Is that you? What are you doing?
Look, block the door, Tina. He's on board.
Block it? But what with?
Well, add anything. I'll just start this thing. Press the start button, I suppose.
Dr. Penn! What are you doing?
Yes, Paolo, what are you doing?
We'll have to intercept them ourselves. Well, I suppose this must be the throttle.
Have you ever driven a boat before?
I've never even driven a car before.
Watch it. Turn right, you're going to hit the quay wall.
Right. Turn.
Will you listen to him, Paolo? The wall! You're going to hit the wall! That was close. You nearly got us killed. Now where are you going?
I think I can see the lights of another boat, and they're heading towards the Devil's Eye.
So are we. He's right, Paolo. Listen to him.
No, we must warn them. Well, there must be a horn or something on this. Maybe we can use the phone on the radio.
We call McGahey.
No, we'll have to go through the Devil's Eye and stop them at the other side. Beware the white, the devil's spite. Between the green and red, safe home to bed.
No! You'll kill us all!
Between the green and red! What are you doing, Paolo? You must steer the boat between the beacons. Paolo!
Stop the boat!
Paolo!
Stop the engine!
Paolo, you're steering us towards the white beacon! The rock! What are you doing?
Diagnose.
Paolo, it's very late. Is there something the matter? Tig, what's going on?
Is Rosa here, Liam?
Well, I assume she's in bed. What's this all about? Tig, are you all right?
You have to get Rosa.
What's going on, Dad? Is it Tig?
Rosa McCarthy, I'm placing you under arrest for the suspicion of conspiracy to murder Jeremy Falconer.
Is this some kind of joke?
I'm afraid not.
Here's my ID.
Detective Inspector Tina Mann. But...
Tig? What happened?
I'm sorry, Rosa. They know everything.
Know what?
I want to call Sergeant McGahey.
We already have. He's on his way over to the island now.
Rosa, what's going on?
What's all this about calling me over here? I had to get the drug squad to bring me over in their boat.
This one says she's a detective from Dublin.
They know what happened.
Shut up, Tig.
I'm Detective Inspector Tina Mahan.
Yeah, but what are you doing here?
I've placed Rosa and Tig under arrest.
Oh, have you now? And for what?
For causing the sinking of the Corona and the drowning of 3 men last year, and an attempt to do the same thing tonight with another boat.
But how do you know, Paolo?
Converse logic, see. Beware the white, the devil's spite. Between the green and red, safe home to bed.
The rhyme for getting past the Devil's Eye Rock?
Yes. Tig, knowing that a boat full of contraband goods would be passing through the Devil's Eye, simply changed around the lights on the buoys, thus sending the hapless Corona onto the treacherous rocks. And he hoped to do the same thing with the boat that the drug squad were waiting for tonight. See, the rhyme held the secret to his deception.
I was full sure we were going to hit the rock, but you managed to steer us through, somehow.
But what good was that? Why would you want to send the boat onto the rocks?
Yeah. Please enlighten us.
Well, I'm delighted now. Tig salvaged the crates of expensive Cavalier Noir 95 from the Corona, and with Rosa's help relabelled them as the 97 vintage so that no one would, make the connection. Then they sold them through Seacliff Holdings on the mainland. They were lucky nobody noticed that there never was a Cavalier Noir 97.
Seacliff? But they sponsored the festival.
A nice cover.
And Dr. Falconer had found out about this. Remember, he told a story about a boat called the Ariadne, which was forced aground by some savage islanders in the South Seas.
The Ariadne?
Yes, in Greek mythology, see, Dionysus found the beautiful Ariadne stranded on the island of Naxos after she had been deserted by Theseus.
Come on, Paolo, get to the point.
All right, well, Dionysus married her and turned her into the constellation, the Corona. Dr. Falconer was trying to make a connection between his story of the Ariadne, sent onto the rocks by savages, with the Corona. I think he was also pointing to Rosa, like Ariadne, a young woman deserted on an island.
In his own way, he was trying to flush out the perpetrators.
He succeeded.
Poor Falconer. This caps any story I've ever heard.
Well, you can believe it.
This is ridiculous. How could Tig have known about the Corona in the first place?
Because you...
Look, but I'd say it for you. Tig had a connection with the local Gardaí.
Oh, no. Now you're really talking
nonsense. It was you, Sergeant McGuy. You are privy to all the drug squad operations in the area.
Well, if it wasn't so laughable, I'd have you both arrested for harassment. Is this the type of crackpot investigating you do in Dublin, Officer Mahan?
It's Detective Inspector. Can I ask you who is the registered owner of Seacliff Holdings?
Huh? Oh, how should I know?
Well, you should know. It's your wife. Falconer found this out, didn't he?
Seems a lot of bother for a few crates of wine.
Oh, well, the Corona wasn't only carrying expensive wine, which McGahey was able to sell on through his wife's business, but was also carrying heroin, which they sold at a huge profit, presumably to a major dealer in Kerry or Dublin.
Yes, but they knew Falconer had found out what they were up to.
He shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
He didn't deserve to...
I told you, Tig, be quiet.
He didn't deserve to die?
No, he didn't deserve to be murdered.
Oh, murder now, is it? And who do you suppose committed this heinous act?
It wasn't Rosa. Please. She couldn't.
No, she didn't do it herself.
It wasn't me.
That leaves Sergeant McGahey.
Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but I wasn't here the night Falconer disappeared. I left just as you arrived.
And we were all in the pub.
Yeah, so where's your proof?
No, you pretended to leave the island the evening I arrived, but in fact, Tig never took you off the island. You hid out so you could get Falconer when he returned from the pub to silence him once and for all. And as everyone else had an alibi in the pub, well, no one could point the finger of blame at anyone.
That is ridiculous. A fanciful story concocted by a couple of amateur sleuths.
Well, when I asked Tig if there were any more than 2 journeys to the mainland since my arrival, he honestly replied no, forgetting to mention the supposed trip on which he took you back to the mainland, thus providing your own alibi. But deceit only works when everyone sticks to the same story.
You stupid idiot, Tig. I told you not to say much.
Don't you go blaming me for this. It was your idea.
Rosa and Tig, don't say anything more to these people. I'm leaving. I don't want to listen to any of this rubbish anymore.
Should we stop him?
There's no need. He can't get off the island. Rins ordered the drug squad officers to arrest him.
And Rosa, I can't believe my own daughter was involved. You knew of Falconer's death.
I'm not saying anything more.
Well, when we were in Falconer's room, the morning after he disappeared, she said he'd taken all his things, his clothes, his shoes, his papers, and his mobile phone.
So?
Well, how did she know he had a mobile phone with him when he hadn't told anyone except me? It was she who cleared his room and found it after McGahey had killed him.
I gave you everything, Rosa. I took care of you after your mother died.
You took care of me? I had to make your food, wash up after you, clean the rooms, run the pub, do this, do that. And what did you give me? You allowed no phones, no TV on the island, no contact with the outside world. All you gave me were a bunch of stupid stories.
You made a prison out of this island for me and Rosa.
But it's your island. Your heritage.
Gosh, yeah.
A dead heritage stuck in the past that gave us no future.
They hope to buy a house on the mainland with the proceeds from the sale of the heroin.
Poor Falconer. I can't believe you had him killed just so you could get off this island. And I have to take some of the blame. For you're no better than the savages he talked about in his story.
Well, Dad, one way or another, we're getting off this island. At last.
I feel sorry for poor old Liam, being deceived by his daughter like that.
I think he was deceiving himself a little too, hanging on to the old ways for too long.
Well, with Rosa and Tig now gone, it looks like the story of Ilim McGuire will end with him. The only character left in his own sad tale.
Lynn will never believe it all.
Falconer's death or us being married?
Both.
You nearly had me convinced.
See? I can tell stories too.
Where did we go on honeymoon again?
The Bahamas. Where I got a nice tan, and you got food poisoning, and the plane home was delayed for hours.
Undangian. Kilanya.
What are you doing?
Practicing my Irish. Trying to take my mind off the fact we have to fly back to Dublin. Tina, how are you?
Okay, I suppose. I've had a whole week of nothing. Complete boredom.
Oh, is that good or bad?
Not sure. But either way, I'm going to have a drink.
Where are we off to then?
A little wine bar called the 10 Green Bottles. I haven't been there for a while, but I remember it's owned by a very charming American called Michael.
Okay.
2 glasses of dry white, please.
What?
2 glasses of dry white, please.
What does that mean? We got 50 white wines in this place.
2 glasses of decent dry white. We'll have what you recommend.
I recommend them all. You want them all?
I look at your list.
And if you say Pinot Grigio, I'll commit harakiri.
He's the very charming one, is he?
No, he's not.
Yeah, you see the big red-faced fellow over there with the long coat, the waistcoat, fob watch and bow tie?
That old drunk, you mean?
Well, he's more of a bon vivant, possibly, yeah. A bon vivant is a drunk who wears a bow tie.
Excuse me. Now, I know your face from various libraries at the university, and I know your name will come to me in just a second. Now, no, don't tell me. It's
Dr. Baldi. Paolo Baldi.
Oh, your theology, is it? No, wait. A fellow pointed you out to me in the SCR. Oh, I levelled with you, Dr. Baldi. He said you were a priest. Not technically slander, but it's only fair you should know what's being said.
I am a priest on sabbatical. Yes, but I lecture in semiotics. Oh, this is Detective Inspector Tina Mahan of the Gardaí.
Oh, God help us, a priest and a police. There's a microcosm of Ireland standing right before me. The name's Duncannon. Patrick Duncannon. P.J. Duncannon, the author, which sounds plausible enough when I say it fast. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll fortify myself in the face of the pair of you with a little cigar.
I don't say this in any official capacity, but you ought not to like that in here, you know.
Ah, now you sound like my literary agent, unlike everybody else.
Mr. Duncannon is an author of detective stories, Tina.
Oh, yes. I don't read those.
Nor do I. Only write them.
It is against the law to do that, Mr. Duncannon.
I decided that as I was not myself a man of the order of a Yeats or a Joyce, I would invent a character. My detective, Rory Cutler. who at least had the wit to appreciate them.
Yes, I was about to say that as I haven't yet got around to reading one of your works, Mr. Duncannon, though of course I have heard of them.
Oh, would you like me to send you all 45 of them? No, dear. As for you, why don't you read detective fiction, huh?
Well, they're not realistic. The detectives never seem to do any filing, never seem to requisition stationery.
Put that thing out! Smoking is banned in all the bars in this country.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
But you never forget to smoke, do you?
Well, your brother Michael never minded. He would encourage me to smoke, if anything, huh? Cheer me on, he would. Lean over the bar and give me a light, like the good fella
My brother stopped running this bar 18 months ago, and if he'd been a bit more... You're still at it. Get out of here!
Oh, I'm going, and just let me get me coat buttoned up, eh? Let me get me coat, well, get 'em up. And what's wrong with a bit of smoking anyway, hey? They all smoked, all the immortals, Joyce, Yeats, off and on. Well, he got heart palpitations from smoking cigarettes while reading Homer, you know, Father Baldi. Hallmark of a cultured man, if you ask me.
I'm giving you exactly 1 more minute to get out of here.
It's you that should be leaving Lee Carter. If you can't stand the smoke, get out of the kitchen, eh? Isn't that what they say, Father Baldi? Where's me pocket watch? Oh, 6:15. Plenty of time to establish myself in my regular smoking spot. Father Baldi, would you like to join me in a short walk to the riverside?
Very nice of you to offer, Mr. Duncannon.
Out, Duncannon!
Paolo Baldi.
Paolo, it's Tina. I'm calling about Duncannon.
Oh, it's a funny coincidence. I've just been looking him up. I first tried Crime and Mystery, the 500 best books. He's not in it. Then I went to these
Paolo,
old...
he's dead.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it was peaceful.
He was found this morning at the bottom of the Liffey, just opposite the Ormond Quay Hotel. Not 2 minutes from the bar we saw him in last Friday.
The 10 green bottles.
According to forensics, he had a black eye, Paolo. This is a murder investigation.
Oh, dear.
Look, can you meet me there in half an hour?
Yes.
Well, Rin's following a line on this, and, well, I might need some discreet assistance.
How did they come to find him?
OK, we start at the beginning. Pure chance. Divers from the city's engineering department were inspecting the bottom of the river wall at that point. He'd on the same big coat he was wearing in the bar, more a cloak, really. Inside was his wallet, which contained, among other things, a flight boarding card stub. No, I've checked. He flew back Ireland Air from Paris to Dublin yesterday, Tuesday morning. His plane landed at 7 a.m. He lives a couple of miles outside the city, but it looks as if he never returned to the house. Now, his diary was in the pocket. Duncannon wrote with a fountain pen, well, of course. And a lot of the notes on the page have run. But I can make out that he had an appointment with a Simon Quinn at Goodwin and Howell at 4 p.m. yesterday.
Oh.
They were his publishers, I suppose.
Yes, they were. I know Quinn, too.
Oh, how?
I see. I'll tell you later.
Now, I can also make out in the diary a lot of entries referring to a Moira Stannard.
Oh, no, I've heard of her.
Yeah, Dublin's own superwoman, literary agent and man-eater.
Yeah, looks after a lot of big names, doesn't she?
But also Duncannon, oddly enough. And she's famous for forming close relationships with certain of her male clients. And her present squeeze is that Formula One racing driver, Fergal Bryant.
Any indication how long Duncannon had been in the river?
His watch. Remember that fob watch from the bar?
Oh,
well,
yes.
it stopped at 6:30. The state of his body suggests to forensics that it was 6:30 last night rather than 6:30 this morning.
So we're saying he goes into the river right in the centre of the city on a weekday in the rush hour?
Looks like it. Now, the thing that bothers me... Rin's fixated on another piece of evidence from the wallet. A stroppy letter about money from the tobacconists Gilbert Fallon.
In that case, sir, I would go for one of the Arturo Fuentes every time. They're generally mild, and I've never
The
had
name's
any...
Superintendent Wren. This is my colleague, Inspector Mahan. We'd like a word, Mr. Fallon.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Fallon.
Yes, well, it can wait a minute, I'm sure. I'm talking to a customer, as you can see. Now, the Opus 10 series of the range...
Mr. Fallon, it is a dead man we've come to talk to you about.
Even less reason to hurry then, I would have thought. Excuse me while I light this cigar. Smoking may be banned in the workplace generally, but in here you'll find it's compulsory.
Well, you won't catch me at it. Yes, well, the dead man was a regular customer of yours, I believe. P.J. Duncannon. He was fished out of the Liffey this morning.
The gentleman, and I use that term in the loosest possible sense, liked his cigars. He went for the hand-rolled Partagas, as a rule, the Series D number 4, which is a Robusto.
Would you speak English, please?
A big one.
Good grief! That's a loud bell you've got there. Hello. Baldi, what the blazes are you doing here?
Superintendent Wren, Inspector Mann. I just dropped by to pick up a cigar.
The cigar? Man, did you know anything about this?
Is that likely, sir?
Stuart, can you step over here, please, and look after this gentleman?
Mr. Fallon, we believe that Duncannon owed you money, and a considerable amount, by the tone of the letter you wrote to him shortly before his death.
I'll not deny that I extend credit to certain of my customers, but the details of those relationships must remain entirely private.
And how can I help you, sir?
Hello. Well, I've decided to take up smoking.
Oh, good idea, sir. Step through to the humidor.
What? Like a big fish tank. And, oh, gosh, hot in here.
Humid, sir. That's why it's called a humidor. Right. The only walking one in Dublin. Would you like me to recommend a suitable novice's cigar, sir?
Well, I thought I'd go for one of the sorts smoked by a friend of mine, the writer, P.J. Duncannon.
Did you know he was dead, sir?
Oh,
I hope you didn't know him too well, sir. Otherwise what I've just said will probably have given you a very nasty shock indeed. I've just overheard the news from the gentleman through there. A policeman he is.
Well, to be honest, I was more of a fan of the writing than a close friend. He was a regular here, wasn't he?
Oh, yes, sir. Mr. Duncannon was one of our very best customers. Well, one of the best in that he bought a lot of cigars. Not such a good one in that he didn't pay for them.
Oh.
Well, he would pay, but much later on.
Right.
He would come in and clear his bill as and when he got money for one of his books, you see.
Oh, right, I see. So these strange ones, is it pointed at both ends?
Oh, those particular ones are of the Havana Quaba brand.
Ah, well, you must have a very good memory to keep all the different types in your head.
Oh, I do have a good memory. I used a lot of fish, among other things.
And I suppose you must have to keep in your head the credit worthiness of each customer, like Mr. Duncannon, for example. I mean, you would know how much he owed the shop at the time.
5,420 odd euros. To give a more exact figure would be a breach of confidentiality.
Oh, when was Mr. Duncannon last here? Do you or can't you remember?
Yesterday, sir. Tuesday. He was waiting here when we opened at 9.
Gosh, did he often turn up so early?
Well, normally, perhaps a little later, towards 10 o'clock.
Keen to get his cigars in. I assume he bought some.
Just the one, and he paid cash for it. Mr. Fallon was very insistent on that. It was a Partagas, Series D, number 4. His usual smoke.
Right. What time did he leave the shop?
Well, he stayed for about an hour, having a long chat with Mr. Fallon in the back room. The days when I owed you any favours are long gone, sir, Mr. Fallon politely shouted to Mr. Duncannon. After that, Mr. Duncannon stomps off.
Right.
Fish, you see, sir. Fish and broccoli. Both excellent for the memory.
Yes, I shall try to, to remember that. But what about smoking? Does that help the memory?
I don't know, sir. But it makes you think. I see the police are leaving now.
Ah, well, now, I must be going myself, actually.
But your cigar, sir.
Yes, sir. I'll come back later. Did you have any luck with Fallon?
You don't smoke, Baldi. Now, you weren't there to buy a cigar at all, were you?
Well, I was, partly. I am going back for one later.
Well, when you've saved up for it.
All right. Look, I knew Duncannon slightly. I know he frequented Fallon's, so I was curious.
Well, if you keep dogging this investigation, you'll be on charge yourself.
A charge of what?
Obstructing the course of justice. Or something like that. Goodbye, Baldi.
Indeed, yes. I'm going, but you might like to know that Duncannon was having heated discussions with Fallon yesterday at the shop, roughly between 9 and 10, and that he owed Fallon 5,420 euros. I'll see you later.
I suppose he wormed that out of the shop assistant. He's a crafty beggar, isn't he?
It's being a priest, I suppose. He has a manner that invites confession.
Yeah, I'm being punched on the nose. Look, I'm going back to the station and I'm going to pay a call on the publisher, Quinn.
I'm off to see Moira Stannard. Right. Detective Inspector Tina Mahan of the Gardaí. It's about P.J. Duncannon. He was found dead in the river this morning. Just along from the front of this building, actually.
Oh. I saw them bringing something up this morning. Well, he wasted countless hours of my time and life. He might as well waste a few more minutes in death.
May I sit down?
Oh, go ahead. Am I supposed to start talking, or are you?
Oh, sorry. This is an amazing office, Miss Stannard.
Is that relevant? I am a very busy woman, Inspector Mahon. Now, in answer to the question you were almost certainly approaching in your roundabout way, P.J. Duncannon was here yesterday. He arrived at about 2:15 and left at about 3.
Did he say where he was going?
He had an appointment at 4 with his publisher, Simon Quinn of Goodwin and Howell. They're just around the corner from here.
Was he drunk when you saw him?
I see that you've done your research into the man. He'd been to the 10 Green Bottles. It's his regular haunt. He'd walk in intelligent, if pompous, come out semi-coherent. Really, the man was insufferable.
But you got what? 10% of his earnings?
Yes, and I got 100% of him. He'd come here almost every day and hang about, attacking any writer under the age of 40, moaning about the neglect of the greats, Synge, Yeats, Joyce, O'Casey. So he wrote detective books with a detective, Rory Cutler, who hardly ever detected but revered these men and blathered about them constantly.
Were they any good?
I've got better things to do than read my clients' books, Inspector Mahon. I'm a businesswoman, dear. For me, a book has got to be obviously saleable by its title and cover, irrespective of content.
In that case, why represent Duncannon?
I took him on when I was even younger than I am now. He was my first client. And he sold well for a few years, I can tell you. Hence the place in Paris that he owned.
Why did he like Paris so much?
Prostitutes? I don't know. The romantic appeal? Joyce lived in Paris, Beckett lived in Paris.
You ever go there with him?
Can we continue this conversation later?
Simon Quinn, pleased to meet you, Dr. Baldi.
Oh, good. It's good of you to see me. We've met before, actually, at a drinks party at the university. I lectured there in the philosophy department.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I remember now.
You said you might be willing to look at a manuscript of mine.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Whence Semiotics, Echoes of Detection in European Literature.
Well, it's my PhD thesis adapted for the commercial market. It's basically a romp through Barthusian ideas with illustrations from detective fiction. You know, was Conan Doyle the first post-structuralist?
Oh, and was he?
Well, my conclusion is that I don't know.
Well, I shall certainly look it over. We do have a small academic imprint. Some people say it's just there to stop us looking dumbed down, but...
God, why would people say that?
Well, mainly because of the books we publish. You've heard of Millie May and her self-help books for young women. Super-duper diets, super-duper sex life, super-duper having it all.
No. Well, actually, there was another matter I wanted to mention to you. I was slightly acquainted with P.J. Duncannon, one of your authors.
One of our late authors as of this morning, I'm sorry to say. He was found in the river not 200 yards from here, wasn't he? Hello? No, I'm afraid I'm in a meeting. Oh, well, send him up. Superintendent Rynn is on his way up, Dr. Baldi. I suppose he wants to talk about Duncannon as well. Come in, Superintendent Rynn. Simon Quinn, have a seat.
Incredible. It's him again.
Oh, you know Dr. Baldi?
Out, Baldi. I'm here on official business.
Yes, of course. Mr. Quinn, could I just double-check something on my manuscript before I go?
Oh!
Butterfingers.
Give me strength.
Sorry, I'll soon have them all picked up and ordered.
Look, that's all over the flaming floor.
Just a thought, but you might consider publishing this in 2 volumes, Mr. Quinn.
Mr. Quinn, you are an editor here. Is that the term?
A senior editor.
Oh, senior editor. Yeah.
The average age of the senior editors here at Goodwin and Howell is about 29, and most of the directors aren't much older.
No, enough of them, aren't there? I was looking at one of your letterheads down in reception.
I'm 31. I hope to get on the list quite soon.
When did you last see P.J. Duncannon?
I had an appointment with him yesterday. He was to come here at 4 p.m. for a meeting, but he never showed up. I have to say that was not particularly unusual in his case.
And you were in the office all day yesterday?
All day. Mostly in meetings. Why?
And in the evening?
I left work at 5:30 and went straight round the corner for a drink with a colleague, Tom Walker. He's in the office just along the corridor.
What time did that drink finish?
Not until closing time, I'm afraid.
And what were you intending to discuss with Duncannon at 4 p.m?
Well, I have to say that the decision had been made to drop him from our list. We'd told Moira Stannard, that's Duncannon's agent, of this, but we think it only fair to inform the authors in person in these cases, and the task had fallen to me.
When was the last time you actually did see him?
Hard to say exactly. I'd seen him pretty often at book launches, and in a way he's never out of my sight, because, as you can see, there are photographs of all my authors around the walls of this room.
That chap there in the bow tie, it's Duncannon in his younger days, isn't it?
No, that's Malcolm Hibbert. His science fiction was quite big in the 50s. The Man Who Put Out the Sun, remember that?
He looks more like the man who put out the cat.
Duncannon's on the wall, third from the left.
Good-looking chap once, wasn't he? Why were you going to drop him?
Have you read any of his books? Well, I could let you have a few if you like.
Oh, I wouldn't mind having a look at some of them.
Oh, you're not here to scrounge free books, Baldi. Oh, they're in that stack over there, are they?
No, that's the slush pile.
Oh, gosh, it really is a pile.
Yes, and it really is. Well, slush is one word. Now, we have dozens of Duncannons on this shelf. Let me see. Here are some of the early better ones. I think we have, what, numbers 1, 3, 4, and 6 in the series here.
Oh, right, thanks very much. There's Rory Cutler and the Man with Three Eyes. Rory Cutler and the Unstable Horse. And Rory Cutler and the Wishful Thinker. Rory Cutler and the Curate's Leg.
Oh, I quite like the sound of those.
He was good at titles.
I suppose he modelled this fellow Rory Cutler on himself.
Oh, yes. Rory Cutler was anti-political correctness, a connoisseur of Irish literature, fine wines and big cigars. He was Dublin-based, but like Duncannon, would frequently retreat to Paris and New York.
He'd drop in for a chat, would he?
Oh, yes. Come in here and talk for hours about Joyce, if you'd let him.
Oh, he mentioned Joyce in the bar last week.
Well, I'll have to pursue this as well.
You will?
Well, Duncannon wasn't married, so clearly this Joyce is the mystery woman in his life.
The reference is to James Joyce, the author.
Yeah, I knew that. I definitely knew that. Right, well. Whew. Yeah, well, I think that's enough for the time being.
Yes. And here's my manuscript again, going all in order. It's 724 pages. When do you think you might be able to get back to me on it, Mr. Quinn?
You wanted to see me?
I would like a word about P.J. Duncannon. You know what happened to him?
I know who was fished out of the Liffey 2 minutes away from here this morning.
You don't seem too upset by the death of a regular customer.
I can think of a better word than upset. Let's put it that way.
Such as?
Glad.
When did you last see him?
He came in here yesterday at about just after noon.
Was that his usual time?
He would come in at any time. I was usually more concerned with the time he left. I suppose he was a little earlier than usual yesterday. But then he was on the slide, wasn't he?
From what we know already, it seems he'd already visited Fallon's the tobacconist's. Did he attempt to smoke a cigar when he walked in?
He would have been out of the door immediately if he tried that.
Are you particularly averse to smoking, Mr. Carter?
I am averse to lingering and painful death.
At what time did he leave here yesterday?
About 2:15.
And what did you do after that time?
I went home. Tuesday's my half day. I work mornings only.
Do you live alone?
With my talent for sociability? Are you kidding?
You don't seem a natural bar owner, I will admit.
By natural bar owner, I take it you mean a jovial idiot. When my brother Michael died 18 months ago, he left me this bar. I needed the money, so I took it over.
And was your brother a jovial idiot?
He wasn't so jovial towards the end, believe me.
What did he die of?
Cancer.
I'm sorry. You and your brother are originally from...
New York.
And P.J. Duncannon would quite often visit New York, I believe. It was his favourite spot, apart from Paris.
And you think that's a big coincidence, right? Oh, you're spooking me with all these big coincidences.
What were you doing at 6:30 last night?
I left here about 3 and I went home.
Home where?
Towards Sandy Cove.
Now, I'm afraid there's two of you and only the single chair.
Ah, one faces the usual mental tussle between sexism and chivalry.
There's one. Well, we'll all stand. How about that?
Duncannon knew he was about to be dropped by his publishers, didn't he?
He did.
Because you told him.
I told him yesterday that this would be the likely outcome of his 4 o'clock meeting with Quinn, yes.
But he never got to that meeting.
That's what Quinn says, I believe.
As far as you're concerned, he left here at about 3 p.m.
You can verify that with my assistant Amanda, if you like.
And what were your movements afterwards?
I worked here until 7:30 p.m, as the girl will testify. She was here throughout. Late working hours are part of the deal with me. It's when I make my calls to America and do my reading.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't read the books.
Contracts, dear. They're my favourite genre. At 7:30, I went out for dinner.
With Fergal Bryant?
Yes, and then we went on to the charity ball at the Custom House. Just me, him, and the mass media of Ireland.
How did Duncannon feel about the prospect of being dropped?
How would you feel? It was particularly bad for him, I suppose, because he wanted to write his autobiography.
Oh, that's interesting. Did he have a title for it?
I told him he should call it Stop Me If You've Heard This One Before, but I don't think he was going to go with that.
Wonder how much all that stuff in our office is actually worth.
The vase on the desk. What bothered me was the grey stuff in the bottom. It's just a trace. Most of it had been swept away, but I could have sworn it was cigar ash.
Oh.
Now, why would she let Duncannon, if it was Duncannon's ash, why would she let him use the vase?
Hello? Tina Mahan? Superintendent, hello? Yes? Oh, really? Right. Okay, yes. Yes, I'll get onto it straight away. That was Rin. He wants me to get back to the station and start making calls about Duncannon's movements in Paris. He's also got news about Bryant. He assaulted a reporter at a Grand Prix last year.
Oh.
Cigar ash. She'd never let anybody smoke in that immaculate office of hers, would she? Hey, where are you off to?
Back to Fallon's. I want my cigar.
Even the word is wrong in your mouth, let alone the actual thing. Oh, and watch out for Rin. He's heading for Fallon's too.
Hello again, sir. Come back for your cigar?
Yes, is Mr. Fallon in?
He's in the back room. Would you like to step through into the humidor?
Oh, yeah. Smoking yourself today, I see.
I always try to set a good example by smoking as much as possible. This cigar is a Royal Jamaica Double Corona.
Oh, it's almost as big as you are, if you don't mind me saying so.
Well, it's not a beginner's cigar, if that's what you're driving at. I'd advise a smaller one in your case. A Panatella, perhaps. Unless you're taking up cigars to look swanky at work. Of course, it's none of my business, sir, but what line are you in?
I'm a lecturer.
I knew you were brainy. Well, quite brainy. Smoking's good for thinking, as I said.
The French have a saying, qui fume prie. He who smokes prays.
He who smokes prays. I think we should have it up here in the shop. We've already got, you don't have to be mad to work here, but it helps. Of course, some strange people say that smoking's actually sort of evil, so it can't be anything to do with praying.
Oh, I suppose that in biblical terms it's a toss-up between the body being the temple of the Holy Spirit in 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and take no thought for your life and so on in Matthew chapter 6.
It's very interesting that the Bible has things to say about smoking cigars. I didn't know that. Now, how about one of these, sir? The Arturo Fuente Petite Corona. A mild cigar of the smaller size, but still full of flavour. Sample the aroma, sir.
Very nice. I wondered if I might try one of Duncannon's favourites as a sort of tribute to the man.
The Partagas Series D number 4, sir. Oh, look. It's the policeman again. He's looking at you, sir.
Baldi!
Seems a bit upset about something.
Baldi, are you following me?
Well, Superintendent, I was actually here before you, so if anything, it's you.
That's enough of your wordplay, Baldi. Now, son, where's your boss?
Well, he's in the back room, looking at the accounts.
Is he now? Right. Mr. Fallon, I found out how much Duncannon owed you. Over €5,400.
That boy Stuart told you. He's such an irritating little squit.
It was not Stuart who told me, though it was an irritating little squit. Duncannon owes you a substantial amount. You argue about it, and he's found to have died a few hours later. Now, what am I to make of that?
Would I really kill Duncannon? He knew his Monte Cristo number 5s from his Excalibur number 4s. He knew his Cohiba Exquisitos from his Coaba Divinos.
He knew to only buy cigars from a shop with a good humidor. He knew that a mild cigar went best with a Highland malt, although God knows he committed the terrible solecism of drinking red wine with cigars, at which I noticed that you do not wince, but no gentleman should ever do it. But compared to many of my customers, he appreciated what I had to sell. He would recommend the shop to people, encourage the smoking of good cigars. He brought us in a good deal of business over the years. Men will come in here, Superintendent, and believe me, they all too often want some cheap cigar, a packet of relaxo mediums, let's say, and it's deeply painful to sell them such a brand.
I had an aunt who used to buy me a packet of relaxo mediums every Christmas, together with a gift box that contained a bottle of wine and a glass big enough to take the whole bottle.
A woman of discernment, I can tell.
Ah.
Yes, Duncannon's bill was a little out of hand, but he would always pay up when he received an advance for a book.
But there wasn't going to be another book. He was finished as a writer. Where were you early yesterday evening?
I can't remember.
Mr. Fallon, I'm arresting you on a charge of murdering P.J. Duncannon. Anything that you say...
So you'll take that one then, sir? The Particus Series D number 4? Now, you'll want to keep it moist until you smoke it. Could I interest you in a small, easily portable humidor?
Well, what do they start at?
About €800.
Oh.
Alternative, I can put it in a sealable plastic bag with a squirt of water. That will cost nothing. The choice is yours, sir.
Well, that reminds me, Duncannon brought a cigar when he came here yesterday, didn't he?
He did, yes.
That's what he
One of
said,
these
yeah.
very ones.
Yeah, and did you put it in a polythene bag for him?
Yeah.
Even though he presumably has a humidor of his own at home?
He meant to smoke the cigar fairly soon after buying it. Oh, look. The policeman and Mr. Fallon are coming out of the back room.
Oh, what?
Do you think Mr. Fallon's been arrested?
That's probably just helping with inquiries, you know.
I'll throw you in a small cigar cutter at no extra charge.
What, do I really need one?
Well, it depends what you want to do with the cigar. If you want to smoke it, then yes.
Well, I'll just let me... Not bad. Book and a cigar. It's ideal. I could get used to this.
Baldi, what on earth's the matter? Let me get you a drink of... Holy mother of God. You're smoking a cigar and using my best china as an ashtray.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Reed.
Oh, well, look, I'll fetch you a glass of water. Here we are.
You've thrown it on the cigar.
We'll have to put the thing out somehow. Father Baldi. Now, there's no smoking in this house, as you know very well.
I know.
It's part of your tenancy agreement. Thank goodness I came back early. Otherwise, I might have found you lying dead in here, and my dining room curtains imprecated with fumes for weeks, and ash all over the carpet.
Mrs. Reed, you're just constructing ever more morbid fantasies.
Oh,
it was
I
only
know.
one cigar. Oh, don't worry, I'll get it, Mrs. Reed.
Oh.
Hello.
Paolo, it's Tina.
Oh, hello there.
Are you all right? A couple of things. The most important first. Lee Carter's brother, Michael. I've looked into the exact cause of death and... Well, can you guess?
Lung cancer?
That's it. And he didn't really smoke.
Well, except passively. Years of Duncannon cigars.
More than that. One of the detective constables here has been a regular at the 10 green bottles for years, and he knew Michael Carter. Says he would be seen to smoke the occasional cigar. Duncannon would give him them at first, and later on he bought his own.
Oh, she made Duncannon sound like a drug pusher.
Well, you're very pro-smoking all of a sudden, Paolo.
No, not at all.
But maybe that's what Duncannon was, in Lee Carter's eyes. A sort of drug pusher. Just as malign. Well, at 6:30 he was having supper with his mother, he says.
But, well, maybe the mother was in on it.
Maybe. Now, second thing. Ireland Air had been on to us. Duncannon was supposed to fly back from Paris on the Monday evening, but he missed his flight. That's why he came back first thing on Tuesday morning.
Ah, yes, I thought it was an uncharacteristic time for him.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yes. I've just been relaxing with the P.J. Duncannon book. And my cigar.
What?
There'll be an inferno if you don't do something. Father Baldi!
Look, I think I'd probably better go, Tina. Look, I'm going to make a visit tomorrow morning that should throw some light. I'll call you tomorrow lunchtime. Okay, bye.
Father Baldi! I'm jumping out of the window if you don't do something.
There, Mrs.
Oh, dear.
There, I've definitely stubbed the cigar out. It has turned out not to be a job for the fire brigade after all.
Well, thank goodness. And thank goodness my watch was running fast, so that I came back early.
Hello again. I have an appointment with Simon Quinn.
It's Dr. Baldi, isn't it? You came before.
Yes, that's right. Before I go up, could I just ask you a couple of quick questions?
Certainly.
I'm just want to...
Have a seat, Dr. Baldi. It's going to have to be a brief meeting, I'm afraid. I'm due in with the editorial director. I assume it's about our friend Duncannon, because if it was concerning your manuscript, I'm afraid I haven't quite got round...
Duncannon, yes. See, I've been reading some of his books.
I see.
At 5:30 on Tuesday, the day of his death, you went straight around the corner to have a drink with a colleague. But you didn't go with the colleague to have the drink, did you? So you were careful not to lie about that, I realise in retrospect.
Dr.
Although
Baldi,
you did use a calculatedly ambiguous form of words. And when I asked you about the last time you had seen Duncannon, you gave a reply that seemed convoluted. You said you saw him every day, in that his photograph was on your wall. They were the convolutions of an honest man. You saw Duncannon at 5:30 p.m. on the Tuesday, didn't you? Yeah. You saw him as you were dashing from your office to the bar where you were to meet your colleague, Mr. Walker.
How do you know?
See, again, you don't lie, but just use a form of words that might deflect... See, P.J. Duncannon was the sort of man who could be erratic about timekeeping. He was also, generally speaking, behind the times. But on Tuesday he was punctual to a fault. He was also, however, running ahead of time, albeit only by 1 hour. And this was because Paris is 1 hour ahead, and he'd forgotten to adjust his watch on returning to Dublin. So he left Moira Stannard's office at 3 p.m, which by his watch was 4 p.m, came here, it's only a minute away from Moira Stannard's, for the 4 p.m. appointment, and was told at your reception that you were in a meeting. The precise time of the appointment was not gone into between him and the receptionist. He left no message about having called, so you were spared the need to lie, or dissemble on that point at least. Now, he was probably quite cross about your being indisposed, because for once he'd got an appointment right. Except that he hadn't. So he went away and... well, let's go out on a limb and say that he'd had a few glasses of red wine. And at 6:30 p.m. by his watch, 5:30 p.m. according to the rest of Ireland, he was standing outside the Ormond Quay Hotel, finally smoking the cigar he'd purchased that morning and that had, so to speak, been burning a hole in his pocket all day, but which he'd apparently been unable to get around to up until that point. Duncannon liked to smoke outside the Ormond Quay Hotel at 6:30, didn't he?
How should I know?
Yeah, again, it's a clever reply. You should be a lawyer, not a publisher.
I know nothing about the law.
Now, that may be about to change. Now, I'll tell you why you should know about the 6:30 p.m. cigar. Because it's mentioned in books 2 and 5 of the Rory Cutler series. Yes. You see, these were the 2 of the first 6 that you didn't give me, and therefore they were the first 2 I read.
Where did you get...
Well, they're available in my local library. Perhaps the result of an oversight, I'm not sure. But in the first of these 2, Rory Cutler and the Million Men, Cutler, for which we can read Duncannon, states his fondness for a cigar by the river at that hour in a passage towards the end. Just a second, I have the book here in my pocket. So I can quote you, if you like. Where is it? He stationed himself, as usual, outside the Ormond Quay Hotel. Architecturally, it was little more than a great Georgian packing case.
Thank you, that's enough, Dr. Baldi. Do you mind if I just reach into my...
What are you doing?
It's all right, Dr. Baldi. I'm not the type to keep a gun in my desk. As you correctly pointed out, I can't even bring myself to tell a lie. Nope. I have here a packet of cigarettes. Extra mild ones. You could probably have predicted that. I very rarely smoke. Do you mind if I light one now?
Yeah, go ahead, please. Now, come on, tell me. How did it happen? In the middle of the city? And in the rush hour, too?
It was 5:30. I was walking along by the river wall on my way to the bar. I should have been on the other side of the road, but I like to look down at the water. I looked up, and Duncannon was in front of me. Oh, he was drunk, of course. And he was smoking. He barked at me. He was really very rude.
Where were you at 4 o'clock? Couldn't face telling me I was superfluous to requirements, that it? That I was being kicked out to make way for some new diet book?
He then started criticising me and all publishers about how we're too commercial, too concerned with glamour and youth, and I was angry because he was wrong, and I was angry because he was right. Above all, I did not want him standing in front of me. I'm 31. 31! I've been here nearly 10 years, and I still have the slush pile to deal with. You've seen the long list of directors here. I'm not on it. Look at all my authors. All black and white photos, all taken years ago when they still had hair, still had teeth. I could deal with Duncannon when I was in the office. That was my job, and I accepted it. But on the street, it was a different matter. He had on his damn bow tie, his great cloak. He looked like some big kid dressing up as an author. All the most crass, cliched ideas. I didn't really mind that he was like that, but I minded that this company should think that I was the right editor for him. Oh, I knew why I got all the deadbeats. Because I was a nice chap. I was patient with them, could let them down gently when it was time to give them bad news. Duncannon hadn't had a full-sized review for years. His sales had stagnated. It was like that with all my lot. I mean, I'm presiding over a literary graveyard here. And he had that cigar of his, waving it back and forth in front of me, blowing smoke at me. Nobody smokes anymore. I mean, it's illegal, for heaven's sake. He was pointing the cigar at me, stabbing it towards my face, calling me a wimp for not daring to fight his corner with the bosses, and I struck out at him. I've never hit anyone before in my life. I looked again, and he wasn't there. I can't swim, Dr. Baldi. And I don't believe he could either. You know, it was beautiful in a way. I mean, the speed of it all. Well, it was like a disappearing trick, perfectly executed. I should have run for help, but the thing was so obviously finished, fait accompli, and with all the hundreds on either side of the river, nobody saw. Well, of course it was dark by then, but even so, it seemed the nearest thing to a miracle. Well, that's not quite right. No. One man did come hurrying up to me. I recognized him. He works around here. And he said, I could have sworn I've just seen something fall into the river. Did you see it? And I said no. Because, you see, I hadn't seen it. Which only made the whole thing even more... I go to jail for a long time, won't I?
Well, you could fight it. I mean, there's only circumstantial evidence.
But I won't. As you know very well.
Fallon's been unarrested, I suppose.
Oh, yes. Of course, it went against the grain with Rin, but then most things do. I'm glad it wasn't Moira Stannard, you know. Oh, I've just called her. It was cigar ash in the vase. From an earlier visit by Duncannon, months back. She'd left her office for a second and found him flicking ash into the masterpiece by Wilhelm... What's his name?
Oh, so he didn't do it because he felt he had the right?
No. He did it because he thought she wasn't looking. Paolo!
It's a Partagas Series D number 4. Very fine cigar, you know. Qui fume prie.
Well, you quite look the part, I must say. Though I know you're going to collapse in a fit of coughing any second. Paolo, that's littering.
Well, I think a good cigar pitched into the river is a more fitting gesture in this case than a bouquet of flowers. Wouldn't you say? Come on, it's cold.
And now it's time to encounter Barry Devlin's creation, Paolo Baldi, a Franciscan priest and lecturer who becomes involved in solving murders in and around Dublin. Starring David Threlfall as the hero and Tina Kelleher as the long-suffering Inspector Tina Mahan. Mrs. Reed by Margaret Darcy.
There you are, Father Baldi. A nice big fry-up to start the day off right.
There really is no need, Mrs. Reed. Mind you, this does look delicious.
I'll get away with you.
No, your cooking is almost sinful, you know.
Tuck in. There's an extra sausage on the pan in case you need it. Although I don't know what a man of your position is doing, going to be running the streets of Dublin.
Well, it's a charity fund run, Mrs. Reed. We're supporting a student counselling service that provides
I know that's
backup
nice
and
of bread.
support for you.
You'll need all the energy you can get.
Well, I'm only beginning a bit of training at the university gym, Mrs. Reed. The run is weeks off yet.
Training, gyms, the world's gone mad. There was a day when all the exercise a man needed was growing enough food to keep his family.
Well, the religious orders didn't even really have that, Mrs. Reed. Although the early monks
And now you and I
did seem
know
to have
that physical work
kind of reason.
isn't the same as working with your head. I could clean this house from top to bottom, wouldn't take a piss out of me. But if I ever have something on my mind, I'm exhausted at the end of the day. No, men who work with their heads, men like yourself, you need to keep your energy levels up. I don't know how you do it.
Well, you'll add pride to the sin of greed, unless I am very careful.
I don't think that will have to worry you, Father Baldi. Bit of sugar in your tea?
Well, I can't tell you how much I appreciate this, Tina.
It's no problem. I'm just a little surprised at you doing this sort of thing. I mean, you being more brain than brawn.
Well, if I'm being honest, I was coerced into it by a postgraduate I'm helping with his art thesis.
Art? What next? Paolo Baldi, the nuclear physicist?
Well, it's more the topic than the art. Ralph's the postgraduate sought me out and was so persistent I couldn't refuse. He's very involved in charity work.
Hence the sponsored run.
Well, he's running the whole thing himself, but he also put together a university relay team.
Have you run any distance recently?
Not exactly.
Hence this visit to the university gym.
Oh, well, as you so rightly pointed out, I'm more cerebral than physical. However, that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate the need to be fit. A healthy mind in a healthy body. Indeed, the early teachings...
Please, spare me, Paolo. I'll pick you up later, okay?
Okay, thank you. Well, this doesn't look too bad.
Paolo! Oh, you made it. You brought your friend.
Oh, Ralph. This is Tina Mahan. She's a...
Keep fit enthusiast. Delighted.
But you can get changed in there, Paolo.
Well, isn't this okay? Loose clothing?
Oh, well, for a start, you'll need a better pair of trainers. The lady's changing is over there, Tina. My fiancée, Daisy's already in there getting changed. She's on the team as well.
Are you registered?
Oh, no. I should have warned you about horse.
Horse?
Yeah, a little joke. He's the manager of the gym when he's not teaching on the physical education course. Spends most of the time pumping iron.
Pumping iron?
Working out on the weights.
Ah, hence the impressive musculature. Nature is full of wonders.
I don't think nature has much to do with it.
This gym is for the use of students and staff only.
Oh, I am a member of staff.
I've never seen you around here before.
They're training to be part of the relay team for the charity fun run.
Just Paolo. I'm only here to shout encouragement.
Right. Well, we better do an initial fitness test on you. You get changed.
I am changed.
I'll see you in a minute, Paolo. Just getting into my gear. Hello? Excuse me. Can you use any locker?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on my own. How embarrassing. Did you hear me? Oh, my name's Daisy. I know. What can you do? Hippie parents? You?
No, very dull parents. Tina Mahan.
Well, you can use any one.
Sorry?
Lockers. Any one. With the key. Just started.
Actually, I'm here to support a friend.
Me too. Well, I'm fit enough, obviously, but I'm doing a charity fun run. Not really my thing. What's his name? It is a he, isn't it?
Paolo Baldi.
What a small world. Ralph was just talking about him. He's my boyfriend.
Aren't you engaged?
No. Well, when he said we were engaged, I didn't have the heart. He takes a very moral view of things, not to say uptight.
Sounds familiar.
So we're both here to stand by our man.
Paolo isn't my man. No, I like to keep fit. Part of my job.
Like the trackie, very last year. I prefer lycra myself.
So I see.
Shall we? I'll show you round.
Daisy! Oh, I see you two have met.
Yes. What's Paolo doing?
Oh dear, I can see Horse got him on the rowing machine. Poor Paolo.
Why do you say that?
Horse always does that with a new member. It's a fitness trial, Horse says. He gets you on the rowing machine and makes you go as hard as you can.
And?
Well, see the big wheel attached to the rope?
It's a flywheel, Daisy. Stores energy, but hard to get up to speed.
Anyway, you have to keep rowing to keep it turning, you see, but Horse can put a brake on it. A bit naughty, really, but Horse is a demon on that machine.
Why is he called Horse?
Oh, I don't know who started it. Ralph, I think. Suits him though. Look at those thighs.
Daisy?
Oh, look, he never hurt anyone, Ralph.
Come on. Come on, another 2 minutes.
Oh, you should see the sweat he can work up.
2 minutes. I don't think...
Horse, naughty. You put the brake on too high. Here, let me.
Oh, thank you. That's better.
Horse, the treadmill seems to be broken again.
Billy, I've told you before. You need to lose a bit of weight before getting on that machine. That's the 3rd time. That's what's ahead of you. You don't buckle down, Baldi.
I am trying, honest I am. I think my stamina has increased.
You're able to tie your own laces now then. That's it, Baldi, you're done. Pathetic. If I didn't have to see Jack, I could really start you on a regime.
Remind me to thank Jack, whoever he is.
Oh, he's the 4th member of our relay team. He's a lab technician in the pharmacy department.
Isn't it race day?
Oh, he's a serious runner then.
Not that kind of racing. The GGs.
If you need another runner for your marathon, Ralph...
Now, that's a nice offer, Billy, but be realistic.
I am trying. It's a glandular thing with me. You know, all my people are big boned. Honest. Anyway, anybody going down to the juice bar after the workout?
I think we're all heading off somewhere, Billy. Another time.
Okay, you know, I have studying to do anyway. I'll see you around.
Are you sure you've never worked out, Paolo?
I did play a little cricket.
You do the next leg and hand over to Paolo here. That leg is flat, just under 4 miles. Are you up for it?
Yes, I'll do my best. I mean, it is for charity after all.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we'll not take it seriously.
But as I recall from seeing this kind of event, some of them would be dressed as chickens. It's only a bit of fun.
You don't know Ralph. Once he's set his mind on something, he sees it through. Isn't that right, Ralph? He hates to lose. Oh, speaking of losing, here comes Jack.
See the troops are gathered? Be the rest of the team?
Paolo Baldi, a lecturer at the university, helping Ralph.
And I don't believe I've seen you around.
Tina Mahan. I'm a friend of Paolo's.
There you all are. You change your mind then? That's a bit of luck.
Billy, we're just talking about making up team numbers.
That'd be great.
Oh, come on, we'd have to have an ambulance following him.
I'll put in the training, honest. Look, a horse will vouch for me. I'll lose a bit of weight.
A bit? There's enough of you to run 2 legs of the marathon. If I heard right, you're volunteering.
Like, surely if Billy wants a place on the team...
If you're looking for another runner, I'll do it. The reputation of the university is at stake. Jack, I was looking for you.
Not now, horse. All right? Later.
You could be in reserve, Billy.
Reserve? No, that's all right. I can work out a nutrition plan for the week running up to it. Right, well, maybe I'll see you later.
We will, Billy.
That's that settled in.
When you're ready, horse, I'd like to try out that new cross trainer.
The gym's closing early for maintenance. It'll have to be after that.
No, we were going to see that film, Daisy.
I'm not in the mood for a film.
Well, what time will you be finished here?
Could be late. Might have a sauna later.
Well, I think I'm done for the day.
Yes, I'm going too.
Nice gym you have here. Good equipment.
Ralph, you said you'd like me to look through that section of your thesis for our next meeting on Thursday.
Oh, I'll have it in by tomorrow. Looks like I'll have some spare time after all. I might even be able to have it to you tonight.
No, tomorrow will be fine.
I'm really interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, it's a fascinating topic for an art thesis. Hieronymus Bosch, moral judge.
Bosch saw it as his duty to critique the vices of his age, to judge.
An interesting period, isn't it, the medieval?
The medieval world was not as squeamish as we are today, and yet we think we invented shock art. Medieval art served a purpose. Modern art is merely self-indulgence.
Yes, which brings us to this section of your thesis, Bosch and his portrayal of the 7 deadly sins. Composition is very interesting.
Yeah, 5 concentric circles, Christ in the central one, and the sins divided up in the outer ring, all represented by domestic, everyday scenes.
It's the eye of God. Circle, you see, represents an eye, confirmed by the Latin inscription in the second circle, Cave, Cave, Dominus vide.
Take care, God is watching. Yeah. For those artists, their art was a celebration of their faith and a warning of the consequences of sin. Their art had a purpose based on their certainty of an order, of the existence of God at the centre, the eye of God watching everything.
And you're arguing that purpose is sadly lacking in modern art.
Not just art, just look around you.
You should have more faith, Ralph, and I suspect that faith alone is not sufficient for you. Is that why you seek out charitable works? Are you testing God?
In the 21st century, I need proof. What proof do we have?
I see the proof all around me, Ralph, in the order of things, in the perfection of a flower, you know, if you forgive the cliché. You know, look, I see God in the skills of Hieronymus Bosch to make this painting, and in your ability to appreciate and analyse it. I see God in our ability to think and analyse and imagine beyond our basic needs.
So thinking is a God-given gift. And therefore, if we think, God must exist. Yeah. And sin?
Sin exists in order to be resisted.
So if sin was not subject to the all-seeing eye, if sin remained unpunished, that's an argument that God does not, in fact, exist.
I think... this is a long way from a discussion of representations of sin in medieval art. I wonder what's going on.
Oh, they seem to be stopping outside.
Oh, probably nothing.
Paolo, Ralph, bad news, I'm afraid. A body has been found in the sauna.
I believe he's known to you, Baldi. Martina was saying he nearly had you half dead on a rowing machine yesterday.
Horse?
If Horse is the manager of the gym, he's the man. And who might you be? Not another monk, I hope.
Ralph is organising the charity run I was telling you about.
All right, so you were here yesterday as well. You'd better stick around.
Found in the sauna?
Oh.
Yes, with the heat full on. The man looks like he was parboiled to death. Jack reported it. He was in for an early morning session.
Horse must have just fallen asleep.
How do you mind? This is police business. You stand over there, we'll get to you. Anyway, the sauna door was wedged shut from the outside. This Horse character was deliberately trapped in there with the heating full on. I bet you never thought that keeping fit was such a risky business, Baldi. Shall we?
There he is.
I must say, he doesn't look too distressed. Jack.
Hello, Jack.
So, you phoned in the emergency call.
That's right. I came in early to sweat out a bit of an evening I'd had after I left here. After work, I decided to have a sauna.
And you didn't think it odd that there was no manager here?
I know, Horse. And the gym was open. I just thought he was doing something.
And when you went to the sauna?
Paolo, let me ask the questions. So, the sauna.
I couldn't open the door. I looked down and saw the way it's jammed and it's shut. I think it's used during cleaning. I looked through the window in the door. That's when I saw a horse.
Mm.
I knocked the wedge out, and the heat in there was terrific. I could see that he was dead. That's when I put in the emergency call.
Did you try to revive him?
I'm a pharmacy technician, not a doctor.
Oh, yes, the pharmacy. Horse was a very muscular man. Unusually muscled, you might say, even.
He worked out a lot.
Indeed. You have a bit of a reputation as a gambling man.
I've given up on that.
Oh, when did you give up?
Just over a month ago. I had debts, but I paid them off.
On a lab technician's pay?
I had a big win. It's just about covered everything. That's when I decided to quit.
Just stay here, would you? Paolo, outside for a moment. As a lab technician, he'd have access to all sorts of pharmaceuticals. He wouldn't be the first to supply in order to get some extra money.
He said he'd paid off his debts.
It's the first time I've ever heard of a gambler being cured of his addiction just after a big win. It could be unique. I'd put money on it that Horse was using steroids.
You're not gambling, Tina.
Oh, very funny. I'll report what Jack said to Rin. I'm pretty sure you want to see Jack at the station right away.
Try that. I got it out of one of the TV chef books. I was nearly put up in the title, but it turns out he wasn't naked at all. I suppose that's what you have to do these days to get people to buy your book. I keep all my recipes in a copybook my mother gave me.
I'm sure it's a treasure trove. I'm sorry, Mrs. Reed, I don't really have much of an appetite. The sight of that poor man.
Like a lobster. They say they don't feel a thing, but I wouldn't want to risk it. Can you imagine? And there's me made this crab patty. Shall I take it away?
Perhaps just a taste.
Oh, it's a terrible world, all right. Full of sin and wickedness. In my young day, you would have known it was wrong to boil a man to death.
Well, I think it's pretty clear even today.
Yeah, but we're living in godless times. But there are good people still fighting a rearguard action, keeping the old standards alive. A sin is a sin.
Come in.
I didn't know if you'd be busy or not.
Ralph, no. Come in, sit down. What can I do for you?
It's the murder.
Ah, yes, well, it's understandable. When a life is taken in such circumstances, it disrupts the order of things.
It's not just that.
And you're worried about Daisy?
You have more experience with this sort of thing than I do.
Well...
Daisy was with Horse last evening. I'm worried in case people draw the wrong conclusion. Daisy... she could never do a thing like that. I know she's a bit forward, but that's just her.
Well, it is possible that Horse misinterpreted her forward approach, as you call it.
And then what? She lured him into the sauna, turned the heat up, jammed the door shut, and all without him knowing. He was a big man. If he had wanted to overpower Daisy, I don't think there'd be much he could do.
Well, Jack is being questioned at the police station at the moment. How well do you know him?
He told me about his situation, for some reason. Jack confided in me.
Well, people are drawn to individuals with integrity. It's a rare commodity these days. So, Jack was telling the truth when he said he had paid off his debts?
If that's what he said.
But was he also supplying steroids to Horse?
I couldn't say.
Well, your defence of your friend is admirable, Ralph. Be careful it isn't misplaced. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Hello, Paolo Baldi. Tina. I see. Gosh, you look so healthy. Listen, is Jack saying anything? Right, well, I might have some information about the steroids. I just have to confirm something here. Yes, I'll come down to the station as soon as I can. Okay, goodbye, see you later.
I don't know for a fact that Jack was supplying steroids to Horse.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, that matter has taken on a greater significance. It appears Horse was dead not long after he entered the sauna. A massive coronary.
He always pushed himself too hard. He could never let anyone beat him. Proud.
Or stubborn. The autopsy also confirms a large amount of steroid in the bloodstream. Pharmaceutical-grade steroid. Jack is refusing to say whether he was the supplier.
Jack warned Horse that overuse of steroids could weaken the cardiovascular system.
Oh, so you knew?
I knew that he warned Horse. Which is not the same as knowing he actually supplied. Inference is not the same as proof.
No, well, I'm not sure that the police will be as sympathetic to such nice distinctions as I might, Ralph. I will have to tell Tina about this conversation. It might even help Daisy. It's better to be straight with them, even if it does feel like a betrayal. Ralph? Ralph?
Paolo, I was expecting you. I've been thinking over what you said. Tina, good. I take it you're here in your police capacity.
Yes, we have a few questions.
Oh, come in.
Thank you. Oh. Gosh. I see you've done your research on sin in medieval art. Quite a collection. Oh, and there's the Bosch. Oh, interesting. You're painting your own modern version.
Yeah, the eye of God. It's hard to represent, but it'll come.
All very fascinating, but can we get down to some business, please? Paolo was telling me that Jack told you he had paid off his debts.
Yeah, that's right.
After a big win.
It wasn't after a big win.
Oh.
You're right, Paolo. Come clean. I lent him the money on the understanding that he'd give up the gambling.
Very Christian of you.
Where would you get that kind of money?
I'd been saving it for the wedding. I was going to spring it on Daisy when I had enough.
And you expect us to believe that?
Well, I believe it.
I'll come back to that in a moment.
Well, you can check my bank statement.
Oh, we will, don't you worry. But that still leaves the little matter of steroids being supplied to Horse by Jack. The coroner says that his heart was like that of an 80-year-old man.
Well, I've already told Paolo that Jack warned him.
Did everyone in the gym know about Horse and the steroids?
Well, anyone who uses the gym regularly. Look, it was an open secret. You only had to look at Horse's physical development.
Did Daisy look at Horse's physical development?
Daisy would never do anything like that. She would never betray me like that.
I know this may be difficult for you, Ralph. But is it possible that Daisy might have done something?
No! Look, just find out the truth. If you just find out who did it, you'll see it couldn't be Daisy.
The police will get to the bottom of this, Ralph.
The police don't have your gift.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. When we want to question you again, we'll make sure that Paolo is present. Wouldn't want to waste his gift, would we? Who does he think he is? And you! The police don't have your gift. I didn't see you arguing.
I'm sure he didn't mean it that way.
Hero worship is one thing, Paolo. But you have to stand there and be insulted by someone who passes his day looking at weird paintings and talking to other men who just sit there looking...
Wait!
It's Billy. Billy looks agitated.
He looks exhausted.
Billy? What is it? Are you all right?
I was on the way to tell Ralph. Ralph would know what to do.
Now, calm down. We don't want another heart attack in our hands. Horse is quite enough.
But a heart attack? Horse? It's worse than I thought. It was me.
It was you what?
It was me that killed Horse. I'm responsible.
Are you all right, Billy? Would you like a drink of water?
Would you have a glass of lemonade? Huh? Water disagrees with me.
Water only, I'm afraid. What did you mean it's your fault?
It was me. I did it. I turned the thermostat up. It was me that killed him. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, Billy. Take your time.
So it was you who turned the heat up to full?
I just couldn't take it anymore. I've been trying. Honest, I have. I just can't help myself. I see food and I just eat it.
The famous seafood diet.
Go on, Billy.
I'd just been to the chippy and I was feeling sort of guilty, so I decided to go back to the gym and try and walk some of it off.
What happened when you went in?
When I got in, only Horse and Daisy were there. I didn't want to talk to anyone, so I just waited where I couldn't be seen. Horse was on the rowing machine. He was really going for it. Sweat was lashing off him. Daisy was standing beside him, egging him on. I thought he'd break the machine. I'd never seen the wheel go round so fast. It was making a kind of a hissing noise. I think he had it on full resistance. I held back, right, because they looked kind of intense. You know, Horse was purple in the face, but he wouldn't slow down. Tell you the truth, I think Daisy was kind of excited by it. She stooped down, you know, wiped the sweat off his face.
Like the Colosseum.
Huh?
Ancient Rome. Roman women used to collect the sweat of gladiators, a kind of virility thing.
I didn't know you studied ancient Rome, Superintendent.
Oh, Russell Crowe, Gladiator. Yeah, you can learn a lot from films.
Look, I'm not saying she was up to anything. Well, then they went into the sauna.
And how long were they in there?
About 10 minutes, then Daisy came out, you know, that's when I went in. I didn't want Daisy to see me wearing only a towel.
Was Horse all right when you went in?
Well, he seemed a bit upset. I seemed to bring out the worst in him. He asked me what I was doing there.
Well, did you tell him you were trying to sweat off a bag of chips?
Well, I didn't need to tell him. He was his usual self, you know. Eventually he told me to get out. You know, I was ready to go anyway, you know. He said I couldn't take the heat. So when I went outside, I turned the thermostat up full, and now he's dead, and I'm to blame. He wasn't the man to leave a sauna just because he was overheating.
Did you do anything else after you turned the heating up? Shut the door, for example.
The door shuts automatically. He should have got out when he realised, but if he had a heart attack...
Did you do anything else?
Okay, I'll admit it.
Go on, Billy.
I went and had another bag of chips.
And so when you went, Horse could have left the sauna at any time?
How could he with a heart attack?
Wait in here. Can I see you outside, sir?
Absolutely. Oh. All very interesting, I'm sure.
He didn't know anything about the wedge.
He did turn the thermostat up.
But he didn't jam the door shut.
A pity. Nothing like a confession to wrap a case up.
Better give him the good news.
Right, okay. Right, you can go. But we may want to interview you again.
Go? But I turned up the thermostat.
Like we said, we may want to re-interview you. Now, don't talk to anyone about this until our investigations are complete.
No, I won't. Honest. So does that mean it wasn't me?
We'll be in touch.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm really sorry.
All right.
Just go home, Billy.
Yeah. Right, go away. You need to talk to this Daisy woman.
Are you sure you want me to do it? I mean, with your sensitivity, I'm sure she'd open up.
Sensitivity wasn't on the job description when I joined, man. See what she has to say about what happened in the sauna. Might be interesting.
Nice place you have here, Daisy. Thanks. Do you like something? Perhaps you could turn the music down, or off, preferably. I'm here about Horse's death.
He was fine when I left the sauna, honest.
I just have a few questions.
About me and Horse in the gym?
You said that Ralph had overestimated your involvement in the relationship.
Well, it was easier to go along. I said I'd tell him, though. Didn't I say that?
You did. You also hinted that you admired Horse.
You've got a really good memory. Me, I can't remember what day of the week it is. You know what?
Daisy, let's stick to the point. What happened in the gym between you and Horse?
Nothing happened.
Nothing?
Oh, this is so difficult, but it isn't what you think.
Did he do something to you, Daisy?
No, and that's the thing. Now, you won't tell Ralph, will you? He's very upright about these things. Well, uptight, really. I've been going out with Ralph for, well, a year, and you know, a girl expects.
And he didn't?
Not once. He never tried anything with me, you know, like normal couples do. I mean, he said he didn't believe in that sort of thing outside of marriage. I mean, can you imagine?
Actually, I can.
I need that bit of human contact. I like it.
Yes, I noticed you flirting with Paolo.
Oh, it's not flirting I want a man.
You were going to say something about what happened in the gym.
Oh, well, I was there, as you know. Well, Horses, well, you saw him. Very physical. I mean, very physical. And a woman needs the physical now and again. I mean, yeah, I'd been flirting with him. We were on the treadmill, side by side.
And?
All right, I was trying to get him to try it on.
Did he respond?
You'd think, wouldn't you? I'm attractive, aren't I? I mean, look at me. I keep myself in great shape. Any man would want me. But I get the only two men who don't. One because he thinks it's a sin. Do you know what he called it? Lust. Ha! Chance it'd be a fine thing. Is it any wonder a girl's mind starts to stray?
To Horse?
Yes. And he's so full of himself he couldn't fancy anybody more than he fancied himself.
Another side effect of steroid abuse is decreased libido. A lowered sex drive.
So it wasn't me. It was the steroids. Oh, well, that's a relief. Oh, no. Well, I thought he was being nasty to me. And well, I'm not the type of girl who takes things lying down. Oh, I made him sweat.
Oh, the rowing machine?
Yeah. But, I mean, I didn't want him to die. Well, that's why I stopped it in the end. You see, I'd put the brake on the rowing machine up to full. Now, of course, he's so full of himself that he wouldn't stop. Now, I realised he was near the edge, so I stopped him. Then, you see, I thought of the sauna, help him relax a bit. You know, if you know what I mean.
So you were in the sauna with him?
I tried one more time. We were both wearing just towels. I let mine slip. Now, any man worth the name would have reacted. But no, not Horse. Well, that's when I went out.
Did you see anybody else after that?
No one. Oh, that means that I was the last person to see Horse alive. And that means that I'm the main suspect. I've seen how this works on TV.
Daisy, I think you should come down with me to the police station to give a statement.
Oh, there, I told you. The last person to see the victim always gets it.
It's only a statement, Daisy. Calm down.
You won't tell Ralph, though, will you? It would kill him.
We're ready in here now, Mrs. Reed.
Thanks for the invite to dinner, Paolo. I couldn't have faced cooking tonight. What a day. I'd soon have interviewed every sinner who ever jogged at that gym. So you say Mrs. Reed is excelling herself?
We'll soon know. Here's the chef herself. Well, Mrs. Reed, what delight have you got for us tonight?
There you are.
Ah, I see you've given up on the cookbooks.
That cabbage takes me right back to my school days.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm getting a little worried about your attitude to those fancy meals I was making.
In what way?
I'm no expert, but I'd say that there's a little too much enjoyment in your approach to food these days.
I think you found the cure.
Well, that's good, wholesome food.
Yes, but you've been preparing such culinary delights.
We weren't put on this world for our own gratification. And I would have thought you'd be the last person I'd have to point that out to. We eat to live, not live to eat.
Mrs. Reed, I can assure you that I wasn't getting any pleasure out of your food.
Oh, is that so?
Paolo, when you're in a hole.
That came out wrong. I love your meals, especially recently.
And what was wrong with them before that?
Stop digging.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. You did tempt me with your delicious food, Mrs. Reed.
Well, a little restraint in the face of temptation is what I would expect from a religious man.
Yes, but...
Temptation was put on this world to be resisted. If Adam and Eve had resisted that apple, we wouldn't be in the awful mess we're in. Am I right?
You are exactly right, Mrs. Reed.
Would you like a dessert, then?
What is it?
Pie.
Would it be apple, by any chance?
It would. It's in the oven. It'll be done when you finish that. Every bite, mind you. There's people starving in the world.
And I thought this day couldn't get any worse.
Well, what happened at the interviews, then?
The suspects are beginning to pile up. Talk about contributory factors. Billy turned the thermostat up, but he never mentioned wedging the door closed, even though his humiliation at the hands of Horse was such that he had some reason.
Well, Billy did seem very upset. And don't forget that Horse had taken Billy's place in the relay team.
Was that ever a possibility?
Oh, don't underestimate the emotions that drive people. Billy was making an effort. He is, after all, a member of the gym, and doesn't that show, Willie?
Unfortunately, by all accounts, filling in the registration form was the only exercise Billy got.
Which brings us on to Jack.
Whose supply of pharmaceutical-grade steroids enabled Horse to build his body.
And which, at the same time, fatally weakened his heart.
And his libido.
We know from Ralph that Jack had cleared his gambling debts through Ralph's self-sacrifice. However, Horse would still need to get his drugs from somewhere, so why not steal from Jack? He could put a lot of pressure on him.
Yes, but Jack could lose his job. A job he would need to repay Ralph.
Yes, it's a pity that Ralph's belief in people should so frequently be undermined.
Well, he should try living in the 21st century.
Oh.
And as for poor Daisy, a woman has her needs, you know.
Well, I am more at home in the cerebral than the physical, as you know.
She gave a statement at the station. She was there, and hell hath no fury.
It could have been an impulse. I mean, perhaps she returned to the sauna after Billy stormed out and wedged the door shut, knowing that the extended session in the sauna, on top of her getting Horse to overexert himself on the rowing machine, could prove fatal. And perhaps she didn't mean it to go so far. A dreadful series of coincidences. God moves in mysterious ways.
It wasn't God that wedged the door shut.
But to all intents and purposes, though, Horse died of natural causes, right? So why draw attention to the fact that it wasn't natural by leaving the wedge in the door?
If it was God moving in mysterious ways, he took his eye off the ball there.
It's almost as if whoever did it wanted to be caught.
Well, my money's on Jack. If you're weak enough to be addicted to something, you know, whether it's gambling or drink or drugs, then you're already compromised.
That's rather a harsh view of human frailty. All the human vices conspiring together, see? Pride and greed, and sloth and lust. Cave dominus videt.
Oh, it's been a long day, Paolo.
Take care. God is watching.
You couldn't get him to drop us the surveillance tapes, could you?
Perhaps he has. Perhaps he has. Well, very good, Ralph. That more or less brings our discussion to an end. And thank you for not bringing up the murder case. You are admirably focused. It must be very unsettling for you.
Yeah. Is there any more progress? Daisy's very upset.
No one has been charged with actually wedging the door shut.
But you have been able to help, haven't you?
Well, I'm afraid that my God-given gift seems to have failed me on this occasion.
It's frustrating. So, sins are not necessarily punished?
Well, perhaps not in this world, but definitely in next. We are assured.
Assurances fall a little short of proof for me, I'm afraid.
Well, ultimately, belief in God is a matter of faith, Ralph.
You must be disappointed that you haven't been able to help in this case.
Well, the case isn't over, is it?
I know all the people implicated. I know they've all admitted some involvement in his death, but to take that final step...
Of course, that itself was a gamble. I mean, there was no saying that Horse would in fact have a heart attack. It was in the hands of God, you might say, if, of course, you believe that God exists.
When doubts can turn to certainty.
Not certainty that he exists or that he doesn't exist.
Either certainty would be an immense relief.
Yes. Well, I'm sure we'll have a resolution soon.
Ah, Baldi, what a delightful surprise to see you again down here at the station. Yeah, we're getting a cupboard especially fitted out for you. Sort of a cross between an interrogation room and a confessional.
Is Tina about?
Do I look like her social secretary?
It's not a social call.
Oh, I see, and you've used that mighty brain of yours to come to a conclusion, have you?
Well, if I have, then that conclusion will be of no comfort to me.
Don't tell me you were the killer.
That's
Now, that is intriguing, Baldi. Well, Franciscan monk implicated in death of bodybuilder. Imagine the headlines.
Is Tina here or not?
We're re-interviewing Jack.
Could I listen in?
Yeah.
Just this once. Just see how the professionals do it.
Now you're getting the picture, Baldi.
I didn't wedge the door shut.
But you did know of the effects of large doses of pharmaceutical-grade steroids.
He wanted them. But I told him of the risks, but he didn't care. As far as he was concerned, he had the best body around.
Pride.
Huh?
The greatest of the deadly sins, pride.
But he was blackmailing you as well.
I told you all this before. I had stopped serious gambling when Ralph helped me pay off the debt. He put me right. If it wasn't for Ralph, I'd be down in the gutter scraping around waiting for the big win.
You were still supplying the steroids, and Ralph knew it, didn't he? One thing for you to go down, but to take Ralph down with you.
You wouldn't.
Wouldn't I? He was in possession of material facts about a crime.
All right, but it was me. Horse said that he'd expose me if I didn't keep him supplied. He could have gone elsewhere, but he would have had to pay there. He said this way he was getting a better deal.
And that's when you decided to lock him in the sauna.
I know it looks bad, but I didn't do it.
I leave you to think things over. We haven't finished with you yet.
There you go. Any questions, Baldi?
Tina?
I think we're not far from breaking Jack. He has motive and opportunity.
It's a rather fortuitous opportunity to find Horse and then not remove the one piece of evidence that prevented this from looking like a terrible accident.
Well, leaving the wedge might have been an oversight. Murder is a stressful business.
Everything depended on everything else, like it was preordained. You gave me the clue, Tina, about God's surveillance tapes. Look, there's a training session at the gym for the relay team later on. Just come along. I'm going to need you there.
Well, it makes a change from the drawing room, I suppose. You know, we should video this for the Christmas party.
Please, I think I know who did it, and unfortunately, I think I know why.
About a half an hour, then.
Right.
It might give this fella a chance to come clean.
I don't know, there's something about gymnasiums that brings out the worst in me. It smacks too much of school.
Don't tell me you were a rebel superintendent.
Hardly. I just didn't particularly like being beaten by the teachers.
So you joined the police force. Right, here we are.
Okay.
They're all waiting. Hello.
Excuse me, could I have a word with you all?
What's this all about? Is it the race?
Well, no, unfortunately not. It's about murder.
Don't worry, Daisy. If anyone can work this out, Paolo can.
You were right, man. Sickening. Right, let's get on with this little performance, and then we can go back to beating a confession out of someone.
Well, just let me get through this. It was the name that was the first clue. Horse. Why call someone Horse?
Because it fitted. He was built like a thoroughbred.
And didn't he know it?
Well, exactly, Billy. He was vain about his body. He suffered from the sin of pride. See, each of the 7 deadly sins has an associated punishment and also an associated animal.
What's the punishment for pride?
To be broken on the wheel. There's a machine in the gym that has a wheel whose resistance can be increased so that someone might break themselves on it.
You're talking about the rowing machine, aren't you? You're saying that I tried to break him on the rowing machine.
I was watching you, Daisy. You were egging him on.
But I didn't know anything about being broken on the wheel.
But he wasn't broken on the wheel, was he, Baldi? The rowing machine didn't kill him.
That's right, you're right. Horse died of a heart attack brought on by the heat.
I told you, I only put the thermostat up in temper. He could have come out anytime he wanted.
Fire and brimstone, of course.
The heat in the sauna was what brought on the heart attack. And the sin associated with being smothered in fire and brimstone is lust.
Oh, well, there. That means Daisy did it. She was the only one that lusted after horse.
Hold on a minute. There is another burning punishment which points away from Daisy.
Being put in cauldrons of boiling oil.
It puts paying a fixed fine in perspective.
What is that a punishment for?
Greed.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I know I like an extra helping now and again, but greed
No,
is...
you're mistaking greed for gluttony, Billy. Greed is actually the desire for material wealth or gain. What is more commonly called avarice, and only one person was the victim of horse being avaricious. Jack.
I knew it all along. Motive and opportunity. Jack had the most to gain by Horse's death. As long as his blackmailer lived, he would never be safe. Nobody else had as much to gain. Thanks, Baldi. It's been entertaining.
Oh, wait, there was someone who had more to gain.
Who?
Well, you, Ralph. Huh? You had more to gain.
What had Ralph to gain?
Certainty. Isn't that right, Ralph?
Certainty of what?
That art had a purpose. And God is at the centre of that purpose, of the existence of God.
What are you talking about, Baldi?
Well, it was something that Tina said. A kind of hero worship.
Not you. Your mind, your mental capacity.
Well, a God-given gift, you called it. If there was a God. An all-seeing God who punishes sin, who gives gifts to people so that sins are punished.
And God does send signs. Belief in God isn't just a matter of faith, it can be proved. And modern people need proof.
And that was why you were drawn to your topic. And as you were researching the 7 deadly sins, you began to see sin everywhere. And the place you saw it most was in the gym.
Well, that was the first sign, but even then I couldn't be sure.
Sure of what?
Of the existence of God. You followed Daisy to the gym to spy on her, and when undetected, you saw her nearly kill Horse on the rowing machine. You took it as a sign.
The pride of the man had already weakened him. He had punished himself for exploiting Jack and indulging his sinful vanity. It all fitted.
So that when you saw your fiancé and Horse going into the sauna, and saw her leave shortly afterwards, you suspected lust.
Fire and brimstone, you're nearly there, Paolo.
Confirmed when then you saw Billy enter and leave and turn the thermostat up full. But Horse had not been punished for his sins. Not yet. He had to die. There was still a risk that Horse would come out of the sauna unpunished, which is why you wedged it shut, Ralph, putting intolerable strain on Horse's heart. But there was one final proof needed, wasn't there? If Horse died, well, there would be an investigation. But if the killer wasn't caught, then God could not be all-seeing.
A God who had given you the mental gifts to work out puzzles.
Well, you wanted to critique the sins of our age, Ralph. To be the judge. And if I could work out the killer, given all the clues, using my God-given talents, then God must exist. Because he gave me that gift in the first place. You needed proof to fill in the all-seeing eye in the centre of your own painting, Ralph. May God forgive you.
God will forgive me, Paolo. Oh, you worked the whole thing out. Your gift is from God, Paolo. Therefore, God exists. The world is a sinful place, and sin has been punished.
I'll tell you what, if you talk like that when they lock you up for life, the other prisoners will tear you to pieces.
You've just demolished his whole self-righteous argument with one thoughtless remark, Superintendent.
Huh?
The other prisoners will tear him apart, you said.
Yeah.
There is a sin that is punished by being dismembered alive. The sin of anger. That is what motivated you, Ralph. Not any high-minded theological experiment. Just ordinary anger. That no one else seemed to care about sin. That the world was full of sin that went unpunished.
No.
Ordinary, sinful, murderous anger.
No, that's not right. No, please, that's not right. Not me.
All right,
no,
okay,
no.
That's enough. You're under arrest for murder. No. If I was you, I'd get a good lawyer. Unless you think God will save you. Now, come on. Back, get out.
No.
Are you all right, Paolo?
Well, if this is what a God-given gift has led to, I wish I had never been given it.
I can't tell you how pleased I was when Mrs. Reed said you were coming, Paolo. The shelter's always looking for volunteers.
I'm more than pleased to be here, Kitty. So, where do you want me?
I think it'd be best if we eased you in gently. Perhaps serving the food. Okay. Well, that way everyone will get used to seeing a new face. Now, what's she gone and done? I do apologise, Paolo. Oh, how many times, Niamh? You're to wear gloves when lifting the trays. These sausages are ruined. I'm sorry, Kitty, I forgot. Niamh's the assistant manager. Well, she's training to be.
Oh, I suppose we'll be working together then.
Yes.
Perhaps you should see to that hand, It looks a little...
Under the cold tap now, Niamh. Paolo and I'll see to the fort here. Yes. The state of these sausages.
Look, actually, I might be able to help you there. Look. The black puddings. Courtesy of Mrs. Reed.
No, what?
You were to be out last night. You had fair warning.
You're frightening Bobby.
I ring a scrawny neck. Yours too. You're not careful.
No.
I warned you before, Damo. You're not welcome here.
So what are you going to do about it?
Is everything all right, Kitty?
And who's he?
This is Paolo. Damo's just leaving.
Yeah, right.
How long did the Gardaí say they'd be, Paolo?
A couple of minutes. They're about a couple of minutes at most.
You haven't heard the last of this.
I'd better get a broom. Are you all right, Donal?
I'm grand, so.
Would you mind sitting with Donal till I get back, Paolo?
Oh, yes, of course. Donal, come and sit down here.
Are the guards really coming?
No, it was a bit of bluff on our part.
I thought that.
Oh, hello. He's a friendly one, isn't he?
Well, that's Bobby. He wants to know what's in the bag.
Oh, right. That would be black puddings. Quite a lot of black puddings, actually.
Oh.
Would you like them? I thought I was going to have to throw them away.
Now, that would be a terrible waste. Sure, Bobby hasn't had his breakfast yet.
Well, I hope he enjoys them. Are you going, then?
Kitty doesn't like me feeding Bobby indoors.
Oh, I see. Well, perhaps I'll see you tomorrow, then.
God willing, Father. God willing.
Damo used to be a resident here.
Oh, I see.
We had to throw him out when we discovered he'd been using drugs. Doesn't stop him coming back, though. Would you mind holding that dustpan, Paolo?
Sure. I was wondering about Donal. You didn't mention I was a priest, did you?
I didn't, no.
Oh, it's just that... well, sorry, it doesn't matter.
Donal's a funny one, Paolo, that's for sure. He's been here almost as long as I have.
Is he a resident?
No, he's a squat across the road, number 52. As a matter of fact, I used to live there myself.
Oh, I see.
Well, it was a house, mind. My husband and I moved out, must be coming on 30 years now. There's a development company's bought up all the houses in the street. They're turning them into luxury flats.
Oh, yes, I did notice there was a lot of new building going on.
Now, I know it's only your first day, Paolo, but I couldn't ask a favour of you.
Paolo, over here.
Oh, I thought I'd lost you there. Read all right?
Yes, lovely.
Okay. Did you enjoy the lecture, then?
I did, as it happens.
Oh, there you are.
Although when you said you were taking me to the pictures, I didn't realise this is what you had in mind. I mean, I'm not normally into art, but your man certainly seems to know his stuff.
Better than sitting at home watching television, anyway.
Oh, what I do on my day off is my business. Sometimes a girl just likes to put her feet up.
Ah, the man himself.
Oh, Dr. Graham.
Might we introduce Professor Duffel, Gerald, Dr. Paolo Baldi.
Pleased to meet you. It's an honour.
And this is Tina Mahan.
John.
Hello. Paolo and I were just saying how much we enjoyed your lecture.
You're too kind. I must say it's great to be back in Dublin.
Gerald is a former student.
Oh, really?
Class of 74.
I imagine things must have changed a great deal.
More than I could have imagined. Are you a student yourself, Tina?
No.
Tina's an inspector in the Gardaí.
Oh, really? Well, things really have come along. They certainly didn't have inspectors like you in my day.
Sorry. I'd better take this. Hello?
Fine woman.
Yes. So, will you be staying at the university long?
Only a couple of days, I'm afraid.
Gerald's going to be studying the university's art collection.
Oh, I see.
Well, there goes my day off.
Is everything all right?
3 officers down with the flu. Rin wants me in pronto.
Oh, you're not going, are you?
I'm afraid so. It was nice to meet you, Gerald. Dr. Graham. I'll see you, Paolo.
Your selection of slides brought back many happy memories of When I was in Rome, I used to spend hours wandering the galleries and museums.
Of course, this university isn't without its treasures, and it's not on a par with the Vatican, of course, but...
Yes.
The Bergonzi in the chapel is really quite something.
You're referring to the Lazarus piece?
Remarkable use of light. I think having the sun shine into the tomb like that was something of a masterstroke.
It's almost as if we're in the tomb with Lazarus.
Exactly. And the first thing we see is Jesus' hand outstretched.
And when he had thus spoken, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth.
And he that was dead came forth.
Oh, so you're familiar with the Testament?
Oh, little pieces here and there. The Bible does tend to feature quite heavily in an artist's choice of subject matter.
Oh, of course, yes.
It reminds me, I've been invited to dinner by Professor McCluskey in the art department. I don't suppose you'd like to join me.
Oh, well, I'd love to. But I've offered to lend a hand at a local shelter.
Perhaps I could offer you a lift. The restaurant's in town. I could drop you off on the way.
Well, if it's no trouble.
No, it's no trouble at all. Of course, it was the subtle changes in shading that first alerted me. But that wasn't what gave him away.
Oh, dear.
What, is something the matter?
So I think we might have missed the shelter.
You sure? I thought you said it was up ahead.
Yes, Pritchard Street. I thought it was, but perhaps we should have turned left at the last set of traffic lights. I'm sorry, Jeff. This doesn't look familiar. It just looks all so different. Well, perhaps we could ask...
But isn't that it?
Sorry?
Coming up on the left.
Oh, Pritchard Street.
Yeah.
I wasn't that far after all. How did you ever...
Probable deduction, Paolo. Finding things is all part of my job.
What on earth? Neve, it's okay, I know.
Oh, Paolo, I'm glad it's you.
Is everything all right?
You couldn't come inside.
Don't think I don't know what's been going on. It's because of you I'm out in the street.
Please, you're hurting me.
Aslan! So looks like your little friend brought some help.
I don't want any trouble.
Trouble? I'll give you trouble, all right.
Aslan! Aslan, are you all right?
Yes,
I think so.
Where did he go?
There's a back door. He could be long gone now.
Are you all right? Sorry, I don't...
This is Aslan.
I'm fine, thank you. Perhaps you could... Come on, let's help you. Easy. Take your time.
Well, someone's been in a bit of a scrape. Perhaps we should call the Gardaí.
No, please.
But surely, whoever did this...
It was nothing. A disagreement. Neve, I should like to go to my room now. Do you want some help? It's fine. I just need to lie down. I must work in the morning. I'm sorry, Paolo. Damo just barged his way in. I wasn't able to stop him.
Do you know what the fight was about?
I think Damo must have found out we'd given Aslan his old room. Aslan's from Chechnya, a refugee. I don't think Damo likes him.
Well, from what I've seen, I don't think Damo likes anyone much. What work does Aslan do?
He's only trying to get his life together. I just wish people would leave him alone. It's just a bit of labouring on the houses across the street. I shouldn't really be telling you this.
Oh?
Aslan's still waiting on his permit, so it's not exactly legal.
Which would explain why he didn't want the Gardaí involved.
Yes. You won't say anything, will you?
No, of course not.
I'd better see to Aslan. Will you be all right on your own?
I think I can manage.
Paolo, I hope you don't mind, but the others will be wondering where I've got to.
Oh, right, yes, Of course, I'm so sorry for dragging you into all this, Gerald.
Nonsense. It's nothing like a bit of excitement to stir the appetite. I'll see you, Paolo.
Yes, and thank you.
Well, good morning, Paolo. I'm glad to see you haven't abandoned us.
Hi, Kitty, good morning.
I hear there was a bit of trouble last night.
Oh, nothing we couldn't handle.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. You'd be surprised how many volunteers turn tail at the first sight of trouble.
Well, I suppose it goes with the territory.
A few bad eggs, Paolo, that's all it is. Well, would you look at that? Hello, Bobby. And now, what's happened to your master?
Just don't let Bobby wander about on his own.
Hardly, they're never apart. Are you, Bobby? I'd better call round and see if he's all right. It'd be terrible if he had a fall or something.
You wouldn't mind if I tagged along?
Oh, you can't, surely, Paolo. Although, I should warn you, Donal isn't much of a one for the housekeeping. Careful now. These stairs aren't in the best of shape.
Okay.
Now, where is he off to? Bobby, come back
you want
here.
Me to go after him?
No, in a minute. I'll just check in on Donal first. Donal, it's Kitty Boyd from the shelter. I've got Paolo with me. Are you decent, Donal?
Doesn't look like there's anyone home.
I don't understand it. All his things are gone.
You don't think he's moved on, do you?
Oh, he'd have said something. And he'd hardly have gone without Bobby.
Well, perhaps he left something. Let's get some lighting. Oh dear.
Something the matter, Paolo?
I think I found Donal.
Oh, where is he?
He's with Bobby in the garden.
But what would he be doing in the... Oh, no. Donal.
And you're quite sure Donal never mentioned his surname, Mrs. Boyle?
It's not the shelter's policy to pry. Donal was Donal, and that was good enough for me.
Well, Mahan, have we established the victim's identity yet?
Not as yet, no, sir.
Superintendent? I don't suppose forensics have come up with anything.
What, you mean like a sign or something? Now, the victim died sometime between 10 and 11 last night. Cause of death was a blow to the head by a blunt instrument. But the fact that he was found in a recently dug hole would indicate that whoever did this was trying to bury the evidence.
Only he didn't.
What's that?
Sorry, well, he didn't bury the evidence. I mean, why go to all the trouble of digging a hole, placing the body inside, and then not bother to cover it up?
Well, Mahan.
Perhaps he was disturbed.
Well, exactly. Someone disturbed the culprit, causing him to flee. See?
So, why didn't this someone report the murder?
Unless it was something. Mrs. Boyle, you mentioned Donal had a dog.
That's right, Bobby. He's being looked after at the shelter.
Now, a dog's barking would have attracted a lot of attention.
Well, yes.
Bobby must have stayed with Donal all night. It breaks your heart to think of poor Donal just lying there.
Superintendent.
Deirdre. I take it forensics are finished, then.
We're ready to move the body.
And have you found out anything about the murder weapon?
I can't be sure until I've conducted a full examination of the head wound, but everything would seem to point to a hammer.
Damo had a hammer.
Damo?
Damien Riley, he's a former resident. When we tried to throw him out of the shelter, he threatened one of our volunteers with a hammer. And then there was the incident yesterday.
What incident?
Damo was harassing Donal.
But he didn't have a hammer on him.
He was probably hiding it.
Why didn't you mention this before, Paolo?
Well, I was going to. Tina, have you got a minute?
A minute.
I take it that Rin hasn't found Damo yet?
No, we're still looking. Right. Was there something you wanted, Paolo?
Well, I've been asking around the shelter. I'd left earlier, but most people remember Donal leaving around 10 o'clock.
You weren't speaking to me yourself, then?
No, I wish I had, but we were so busy last night I never got the chance.
It's a pity we don't have a surname to go on. Do you think he had any family?
Well, it's hard to say. There was, I don't know, something about him, though.
Meaning?
But he seemed familiar.
Are you saying you'd met Donal before?
No, nothing like that. But just, I can't quite put my finger on it.
He seemed familiar. I'd be sure to put that in my report, Paolo.
Are you Inspector Mahan?
I am.
The officer on the phone said I should speak to you. I'm Brendan Walsh, the site manager.
Right.
It's terrible what's happened.
I take it you knew Donal was still living in number 52.
I only spoke to him the once, and that was to give him his notice to quit. But he was stubborn, you know.
You mean he refused to leave?
Look, he seemed like a nice enough old man, but I got a job to do. I mean, you'd have thought he got the message when we knocked the kitchen wall through.
And why did you do that?
We're making number 52 and next door into a bigger property.
Well, luxury flats, wasn't it?
Who's he?
He's just leaving. Can you tell me if anyone was working on the properties last night?
There was no one. Everyone knocked off at 6 sharp.
I see. Well, we'll be in touch if there's anything else.
Happy to help, Inspector.
Perhaps I should speak to some of his builders. Find out if he's on the level.
Well, actually, I might be able to help you there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a bit delicate, though. Neve, are you sure you don't know where Ashland's gone?
You promised you wouldn't say anything about Ashland working.
This isn't about that. We just want to ask you a couple of questions about what happened to Donal.
Ashland and Donal were friends. He wouldn't have done anything to hurt him.
When was the last time you saw him?
At breakfast. He said he might have to go away for a bit.
And did he say where he was going?
No. He just seemed frightened.
Could I take a look at Ashland's room?
I suppose. It's the one at the end of the corridor.
You'll have to admit it doesn't look good, Paolo. The hammer missing from his toolbox, and with Ashland suddenly disappearing like that.
I just don't see why Ashland would have any reason to attack Donald.
Ashland's only been at the shelter for a couple of weeks. Nobody really knows anything about
All
it.
right, well, assuming Ashland did do it, I can't see why he'd want to bury Donald so close to where he lived. I mean, someone was bound to have noticed the earth had been disturbed.
Will you be here much longer? It's just some of our residents tend to get a bit fidgety when they know there's a god about.
I'm sorry, Niamh, but I'm going to have to call forensics in.
Oh.
You and Ashland are quite close, aren't you? We found some photos in his desk.
It's all right, Niamh. You're not in any trouble.
We've been trying to keep it a secret. Kitty doesn't really approve of relationships between residents and staff, but Ashland's not like the others. He's kind and gentle. He'd do anything for me. We were even talking about getting engaged.
Well, he certainly didn't waste his time.
It's not what you're thinking.
Do you know if Ashland left the shelter last night?
He might have gone out for a little while.
And what time was this?
I'm not sure. 10? 10:30?
Do you know where he went?
No. He said there was something he had to do. He was very upset when he got back. I tried to talk to him, but he just wanted to be left alone.
Oh. Hello? Oh, right. I'm on my way. That was Rin. They've brought Damo in.
Look, how much longer are you going to be keeping me here?
Well, that's up to you, Mr. Riley. I'll ask you again. Where did you go when you left the shelter last night?
How many times? I went for a walk.
Where?
I don't remember.
I'm afraid you're going to have to do a lot better than that. Let me remind you again that you're facing a murder charge here.
You've got nothing on me.
We've got several witnesses who saw you harassing Donald earlier in the day, and we know you're quite fond of wielding the old hammer, Damo.
That hammer was for personal protection. Besides, I got rid of it ages ago.
Yeah. Oh, have you got a bit of a niche there, Damo?
What of it?
I imagine you'd be looking for a fix right about now, eh? You know, we could keep you here for hours, yeah. All day, if we wanted to, isn't that right, man?
Yeah.
Right, well, seeing as you're not talking, perhaps you'd like to go back to your cell, have a little think. You can scratch away as much as you like in there, Damo. On the other hand, if you were to start cooperating, maybe you could tell us what you were really doing. Huh? Well, who's to say you couldn't be out and about in no time? Okay. Right, well, it looks like it's back to the cells for you, then.
All right. So maybe I was there, but it's not what you're thinking. All I did was remove Donald's stuff.
Go on.
I dumped everything in a skip a couple of streets away.
And why did you do that?
To get him to move out. That's what I was being paid for.
Who was paying you?
It was Brendan. Brendan Walsh.
So, it turns out Brendan had been paying Damo to frighten people out of their squats.
Oh.
Well, they cleared out the whole street. It was only Donald who was still refusing to budge.
And what are you doing with Damo now?
Oh, we're going to hold him until we find out what Brendan has to say. Damo claims Brendan came to the squat around 9 o'clock and paid him off.
And what about after that?
He says he went down to the docks to score some drugs. Of course, none of the dealers are likely to admit to seeing him.
So he still could have returned to the property later?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
I don't suppose there's been any news on Ashland.
Forensics have still to get back, so... they've just brought Brendan in. I better go. I'll talk to you later, Paolo.
Oh, rightio. Thank you, Tina, thank you. Hello?
Hello, Paolo. I hope this isn't a bad time.
Gerald, not at all. No, come in, Gerald.
I was just passing, wandering around the old corridors. It's funny how the memories come flooding back.
Yeah. Were you a resident on campus when you were studying here?
Yes, Parnell House. It's nice to see the old place still standing. You all right, Paolo? You seem a little preoccupied.
No, I'm sorry, Gerald. Someone I knew from the shelter was killed last night.
Oh, dear me. Wasn't that a foreign chap, was it?
No, it was someone else. Tina was just telling me how the investigation was going.
Yes, Dr. Graham mentioned you were something of a detective.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm more of an observer, really.
Oh, well, that makes two of us. Most of my job involves studying paintings within the context of their past histories. It's only when you unravel the past that
of course. Haven't taken into account where the murder took place. And that's what got me thinking. Perhaps the house might give us some clue about what happened to Donald.
You want to know about number 52?
Did you own it?
No, we had it on a 5-year lease.
Oh.
Things were grand when it was just Mr. Boyle and myself. But when the children arrived, things started getting a little cramped. So we moved to a bigger house in Shepherdstown.
Oh, I see.
But there were still another 2 years left on the lease. So my husband and I thought we'd be as well letting it out to students.
You wouldn't have kept the rent book by any chance?
Oh, sorry, no. I threw everything out when Mr. Boyle passed on.
Oh, well. Do you know what happened when the lease expired?
It lay empty for years. They boarded it up eventually. It's been like that ever since. Well, until Donal moved in. Hello.
Hello, Tina Mahan here. Is Paolo there?
Yes, he's just here. Hold on now. It's for you. It's that inspector lady.
Oh, right. Hello, Tina. How did you know I was here?
Call it a woman's intuition. So, neither Damo or Brendan have alibis for where they were at the time of the murder. But it is looking increasingly like Ashland's our man.
Oh?
Forensics found one of his shirts hidden behind a cupboard. It's been washed, but they've managed to find traces of blood. They're running tests to see if it's Donal's.
I don't know. I still can't see why Ashland would want to murder Donal.
Well, that's where you might be able to help. We managed to find Donal's possessions. It's mostly old clothes and bric-a-brac. There was one thing stood out, though. I wondered if you could take a look.
Oh, yes, I recognise this. I was given a similar prayer book at my ordination.
Are you saying that...
Donal was a priest. And a Franciscan at that. It's a bit faded, but you can just about make out the coat of arms.
All right.
See? There's the Latin cross, and underneath a crown of thorns. See?
Now, what does that say?
In cor de Jesu, in the heart of Jesus, our motto.
You don't think he was murdered because he was a priest?
No, I should think it unlikely.
Ashland worked in a church.
Yes, but in Chechnya. I mean, he wouldn't have any links to Donal. For all we know, he probably didn't even know Donal was a priest. Nobody else did.
We still haven't got a surname, though.
Well, it shouldn't be too difficult to find out. We're not the largest of orders.
And you say he was in his 60s?
Well, early 60s, or thereabouts.
Well, everything seems to point to Donal O'Brien. He took a leave of absence about 10 years ago. Said he needed to find himself.
I take it he didn't stay in contact?
No. We did make several attempts to find him. Filled in one of those old, what do you call them?
Missing persons report.
Of course, it didn't make any difference. Father O'Brien always wanted to do things his own way. I never have thought he'd end up like this, though.
How well did you know him, then?
Oh, one never really got to know Father O'Brien. He always seemed to be more at one with nature than God.
How do you mean?
Well, you'd always find him looking after some bird with a broken wing. Either that or he'd brought on some stray or another.
Like a dog?
Dogs, cats, you name it. Even turned up with a goat once.
Must have been quite a character.
Character is right. He practically abandoned his studies. Spent all his time with those wretched creatures.
Well, he was a Franciscan.
Come on, Paolo. You and I both know that our founder had about as much to do with animals as St. Nicholas does with Christmas. The only reason people associate St.
Yes,
Francis...
thank you, Direttore. I am aware of the facts. Is there someone in Donal's family we can contact?
Well, the church was his only family.
Right. Well, then, there's just one more thing I need you to do.
Yes. I rather thought there might be. He didn't have the beard before, but yes, that's certainly Donal O'Brien.
You can put him back now. Are you all right, Paolo?
Yes, fine.
Who do I talk to about removing the body?
I'm sorry. You won't be able to do that until we've completed our investigation.
I'd much rather Father O'Brien was moved to a more appropriate place. He is the church's responsibility, after all.
It is normal procedure.
Yes, well, we'll see about that. Are you coming, Paolo?
Yes, yeah, in a minute, Direttore.
Are you all right, Paolo? You're looking a little paler than usual.
Oh, sorry, Tina. We've seen Donal again.
You've seen dead bodies before.
Oh, yes. More than I would have liked.
You and me both.
It's just the thought of being confined into such a small space like that. All alone in the dark. It gave me the shivers, that's all.
You wouldn't be claustrophobic by any chance?
I am, as it happens.
Well, I'm sure we won't have to keep the body much longer. Now that forensics have confirmed the blood on Ashland's shirt was definitely Donald's.
Do you really think it was him?
Well, the evidence is pretty overwhelming. Rin's already got Ashland's photograph plastered all over the media. Now, with coverage like that, I doubt he'll be able to stay in hiding much longer.
I hope you had a good reason to call me here, man. Rubbish tips aren't exactly big on my agenda right now.
Actually, it's a landfill, sir.
Oh.
No, one of the refuse workers fell down here this morning.
Is he all right?
Yeah, 2 broken legs, but he lived.
You called me here for that?
No. When his co-workers managed to get down to rescue him, they found several bones scattered amongst the rubbish.
When you say bones...
Forensics have confirmed human remains, although the bones themselves are quite old.
How old?
Deirdre seems to think 30 years, maybe more. Of course, she'll have a better idea once she's...
30 years? Are you saying this wasn't even a recent murder, man?
Well, we don't actually know if it was a murder.
Wonderful, and to think I left the search for this.
Yeah, but sir, given the circumstances in which the remains were found, I mean, I'd have thought whoever did this was trying to bury the evidence. Rather have someone bury it for him. If that worker hadn't fallen down there, it'd all have been covered up by now.
Yeah, Superintendent Rin, we've just had a possible sighting of Catteroff.
Where?
Near Pritchard Street.
Right, we better get a move on then.
And what are we going to do here?
Oh, I'll leave that in your capable hands, man. You might want to think about having a shower when you get back to the station, though.
That man. One of these days, I swear, I'm going to swing for him.
Is the superintendent away then?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, Deirdre. Oh, I see you found the skull.
Yeah, the fracture here would indicate a heavy blow to the head, and you'll notice the dental plate. It's been drilled into the upper jaw. Quite a good job, too. These sorts of plates aren't very common, you know.
Oh, right. Is there any way of finding out who fitted it?
I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry to drag you away from the shelter, Kitty. What you told me yesterday was a great help, but I was hoping if you had another look round number 52, you might remember something.
Well, I'll try my best, Paolo, but it was all a very long time ago.
I take it this is the old living room, then?
Yes. I don't know what all these bricks are, though.
Well, they're probably left by the builders. The bags of sand and cement would indicate they're about to seal this, what is it, some sort of cavity space here?
Oh, that would have been where the old cupboard was.
Ah.
My husband built it himself, you know.
Oh, yes?
He was the handy sort, which was just as well. He was forever fixing things when the students moved in.
Did they do much damage?
Well, what you'd expect, really. Wear and tear, the occasional broken window. There was one time a student painted his housemate's portrait on the wall there. As large as life it was. My husband wasn't too pleased, though. After they left, he had to repaint the whole room.
I take it they didn't get the deposits back then?
No, they were art students. Bohemians, I suppose you'd call them. Said they were just trying to brighten the place up a bit. I only remember them because they were the last tenants before we had to give the house up.
When the lease expired?
Yes.
What year was this?
Oh, let's see. 74 it would have been.
74. 74. I don't suppose one of them happened to be English by any chance, did he?
Well, now you mention it, yes.
And what about the other student?
Oh, no, he was Irish as far as I can recall. Yes, that's right. It was him who painted the portrait of the English fellow. Oh, my goodness, that's Neve, Paolo.
I'll see if she's all right.
He hasn't done anything!
So why did he run then? Now put him in the back, officer.
Neve, I'm sorry.
What happened?
Ashland wanted to see me.
All right.
He wanted to explain.
All right.
It's not true what they're saying, Paolo. Ashland would never have done these things.
All right.
I hope that wasn't the crime scene I saw you coming from, Baldi.
Well, I was just looking.
Of course you were. Seems, however, that we've managed to solve this crime without you. I hope you're not losing your touch.
I understand Ashland Catteroff's been taken to the cells.
That's right. I've charged him with the murder of Father O'Brien.
Why didn't you wait until I got here?
I am the primary on this one, man. And I felt that Catteroff should be interviewed straight away.
Oh. So has he confessed then?
No. Well, he came up with some cock and bull story about going back to the squat to get his hammer.
And?
And he claims Father O'Brien was already dead when he got there.
So he examined the body?
I suppose.
That might account for the blood in his shirt.
Look, we both know he's guilty. Why else would he run away?
He might have been frightened to get the blame.
Now, Catteroff came up with the exact same excuse, man.
Sir, the murderer could still be out there.
No, man. Our murderer is safely locked up. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a press conference to attend.
Thanks for this, Maureen. I'm not much good with computers, as you know.
You know, I'd be happy to teach you, Paolo, if you ever have a free evening.
Oh, well, yeah, certainly I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, you do that. And remember, my door is always open.
So, how far do the records go back?
1967. That was when the first hall of residence was opened.
Right.
Well, we've got details of every student who's stayed on campus since. It comes in handy when alumni inquire about their old mates.
Have you got anything for Gerald Doppel?
Doesn't appear to be anything. Do you know the year?
74. Parnell House.
Parnell House. No, there aren't any entries for that year.
Nothing at all?
It says here the building was closed that year for repairs, and they didn't start readmitting until the end of 75.
Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you, Maureen.
Always a pleasure, Paolo. Now, where are you off to in such a hurry?
The art department. Just one more thing I need to do.
This is Tina Mahan. I can't take your call right now, but please leave a message after the tone.
Tina, it's Paolo. I'm just leaving for number 52. Could you meet me there? I think I might have something to show you. I'm in here, Tina. Just in time for the grand unveiling. Look, see, the face is just starting to come through. Oh.
Hello, Paolo.
Gerald?
Professor McCluskey mentioned you've been asking how to remove household paint. Of course, it did strike me as very odd that you'd want to know such a thing, and then I remembered a certain incident from my youth.
The portrait?
Something the matter, Paolo? You seem a little disappointed.
It doesn't look anything like you. No? Even taking into account the passage of time, there isn't even the slightest resemblance.
Oh, actually, I think it's rather a good likeness. Huh? I mean, given the materials I had to work with.
You painted this?
Yes.
So I suppose it's not Gerald I'm talking to.
Oh, perhaps I should introduce myself properly. Fergus O'Malley. Or rather, that's who I used to be.
The Irish student.
Accents can be faked as well, you know. Gerald and I had a lot in common. We enrolled at the same time, studied the same course, even ended up sharing digs together. Neither of us had any family. He was a Barnardo's boy, and I... Well, let's just say, growing up in an Irish orphanage wasn't the happiest time of my life.
You must have been very close.
For a while. Until I got accused of copying another student's work.
What happened?
I was expelled. Can you imagine what that was like? To have everything you've worked so hard for suddenly snatched away. And the worst thing was, I later discovered it was Gerald who'd copied my work and passed it off as his own.
You could have reported him?
I tried to reason with him, but he said it would be my word against his. He ruined my life, and he didn't even care. That was when I picked up the poker by the fireplace. I couldn't stop. I don't like cheats, Paolo. I never have.
You buried him in the garden, didn't you?
Yes. It was almost the end of term, so I knew everyone would assume Gerald had returned to England, which he did in a way.
You became Gerald?
No, I like to think of it as a resurrection. Lazarus got a second chance, so why shouldn't I? I couldn't continue my studies in Ireland with the expulsion hanging over me, so I enrolled in England under Gerald's name.
That night we were at the shelter. You knew builders were going to be working here.
I just couldn't risk it, knowing what they might find. Digging up the remains was the only way I could be sure.
Only Donal happened along.
I'd just finished when he turned up and started making a scene, accused me of stealing his things. I didn't know what he was talking about. He kept pushing me. Next thing I know, I was back in the hole and he was on top of me. I tried to get out, but he grabbed hold of me. I panicked, lashed out with the first thing I could get a hold of.
The hammer.
It was just lying there. I suppose one of the builders must have dropped it.
Poor Donal. What are you doing, Gerald?
Dublin redstone. Fine brick. Heavy. We used a similar sort when building my garden wall. I used to lend a hand now and again. It's a great way to unwind, you know. I don't suppose you ever did any bricklaying, Paolo?
No. Look, I think you should know that Tina's going to be here soon.
Really? You don't sound very sure.
She'll be here any minute.
I don't think she's coming, Paolo. I'm sorry it's come to this.
Where are you off to, man?
I have to meet up with Paolo.
Well, it'll have to wait. Inspector McCready's called in for backup on the warehouse raid.
But that could take all night. I'm not even attached to that case.
It may have escaped your notice, madam, but half the station is down with the flu. All personnel, and that includes you, are to lend a hand where needed.
Right. I'll need to get a message to Paolo.
There isn't time. The others are waiting. I'm sure Baldi can take care of himself.
Ah. I see you're awake then.
What happened?
Well, I had to knock you out, I'm afraid. I do apologise if those knots are too tight, Paolo, but needs must. I think the mortar's ready.
What are you talking about?
It's very generous of the builders to leave all this equipment lying around. I don't know if I'd be able to do it otherwise.
Do what?
Why, make you disappear, of course.
What?
It's really quite simple, Paolo. I'm going to brick you in.
Oh, no, not that. I don't think I can. Gerald, please, I've
already removed the portrait, and with you out of the way, there won't be anything left to connect me.
I can't breathe. Gerald, I'm asking you. I'm begging you. There has to be some other way.
No, I'm afraid prison wouldn't be to my liking. You see, I've always been destined for greater things. And as Gerald, I've become everything I ever wanted. And I won't give that up. Not for anyone.
What are you doing?
Well, we can't have you shouting for help now, can we?
No, Gerald.
No, don't worry, Paolo. This won't take long.
Deirdre, I don't suppose you'd know anything about tracking down wayward priests, would you?
Sorry, no. I did, however, manage to get a match for that dental plate.
All right.
I got lucky. It turns out there was only one practice that fitted that sort of plate. They faxed over the details. It says here the patient's name was Gerald Doppel.
Gerald Doppel? Are you saying that that's who we found at the landfill?
Yes. The last known address was Pritchard Street, number 52, but that's where...
Yes. It's also where Paolo asked me to meet him last night.
Let's hope you don't leave it so long until your next visit.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Ah, Inspector Mann. And to what do we owe the pleasure?
I was hoping to have a word with Gerald here. It is Gerald, isn't it?
Might I ask what this is about?
Does the address number 52 Pritchard Street mean anything to you?
No, should it do?
There was a murder committed there recently.
Oh, yes, Paolo did mention something.
Did he now? Paolo also mentioned that he couldn't understand why someone would dig a hole to dispose of a body so close to where the murder took place.
Well, that is interesting, but look, I do have a train to catch.
Which got me thinking that maybe whoever dug that hole was actually removing something. The remains of one Gerald Doppel, to be exact.
What?
Remains which we later found and identified.
But this is Gerald Doppel. Surely there must be a mistake.
No, I don't think there's been any mistake. Has there, Gerald?
Paolo, it's Tina. Can you hear me, Paolo? Can you not go any faster?
I don't want to risk the whole lot coming down.
Can't see anything. Wait, there's a hand. I can see a hand.
Where? Oh no, Paolo. Paolo! And that was when he told us where you were. I guess he didn't want to have 3 murders on his conscience.
I'm still counting my blessings.
I can't believe he was just going to leave you there.
The actions of a desperate man, Tina.
What was it that put you on to Gerald? I mean, Fergus.
Well, I suppose it was when he dropped me off at the shelter that night. He seemed to know his way around better than I did. I didn't really think about it at the time, but when Kitty mentioned the incident with the painting, and that it happened in 1974...
You knew he'd been lying about where he lived?
Well, I suspected. It was only when I checked the records at the university that I knew I was onto something.
Ah. How's the head?
The doctor says I should be all right if I don't move it about so much. Which means keeping it in the one position as much as possible. The worst thing is they won't let me read.
So what do you do all day?
Oh, television. Do you know, I don't think I've ever watched so much in my life. Soaps, game shows, those reality things. Every time I try and switch it off, a nurse will come back in and switch it on again. Oh, she thinks she's being nice, but if I have to watch another cookery programme, I think I'll scream.
Sitting in bed watching television all day sounds like my idea of heaven.
Hell, more like.
Oh, come on, Paolo. It can't be as bad as being bricked up in that house.
No, I'll give you that.
I can't imagine what must have been going through your head. Not knowing if you'd ever get out. Do you know, if it was me, I think I'd have gone doolally.
Well, I just knew I had to keep my mind focused to not give up hope. So I kept thinking about all the most important things in my life.
Like God, you mean?
Yeah, amongst other things.
And would you care to elaborate?
No. I don't think so.
Well, would you look at the time?
What?
Rivertown's about to start.
Oh, no, anything but that.
Now, you have to give these things a chance, Paolo. You don't mind if I have one of your grapes, do you?
Help yourself.
Do you know, I could get used to this.